What a beautiful day to be alive on this Tuesday. It's a great day to be alive on this Tuesday.
It's a great day to be alive.
Oh, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. So excited to have you all tuning in today. I'm Kyle Wallace. He is Bradley Nortman. Nortman, let him hear that voice.
Oh, that silky smooth voice. It's back. It's ready for action. Cut down day. Very scary day for all the NFL players out there.
Cut down day, indeed a scary day for NFL players. No Ben Bruss, as Ben Bruss is gallivanting around the globe, celebrating his new wife, as he would say. Alex Strope holding it down for us behind the glass, as always. Alex, how you doing? He's focused.
Oh, baby, now this is some breaking news.
I don't even think this is even real. How about that? It's all fake.
Why?
Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it popped up, right? Like the news, this in the last 10 days, we found out they were dating and now she's already at a game? When they break up, all hell's gonna break loose, and all these Swifties gonna be hating on it. They're going to boycott watching the halftime show of the Super Bowl. They're gonna boycott all these type of things. Just wait on it. And I hope Travis Kelce doesn't cheat on her or does something, and then they turn on him, and they ain't gonna be outside picketing at.
When I first saw you, I closed my eyes.
Well, I guess the breaking news today isn't the breaking news we were hoping to hear about Micah Parsons getting traded to the Green Bay Packers on cut day. Nope, the breaking news today that I guess that everybody's talking about on the social medias and all the internets is Taylor Swift is engaged to Travis Kelce. The first couple of America, I guess, have finally made it official as Travis Kelce proposed to Taylor Swift, and she said yes. Yes, this is not a sports show anymore. This is a pop culture show, I guess, huh?
Bigger couple than Jay-Z and Beyonce, Kyle?
Hey, what do I know?
Probably.
You just heard what I thought. I thought they would be breaking up. I thought Travis Kelce, I thought he was into different type of women. I didn't know he was into those type. Like,
Do you remember that he had a reality dating show?
Yes, I do.
You, Kelce?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I watched that show, actually.
Taylor
really?
Swift.
I did, yeah. I was in high school.
Taylor Swift wouldn't compare to
You
the
were
women
in
on
high
that show.
school?
I think I was a junior or senior in high school.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
He's grown.
He has
grown a lot.
grown.
I mean, that show's probably 10 years old, Brad.
Yeah, it is a decade.
Has he been in the league that long?
He has been in the league since 2012, I want to say.
Wow.
2012, 13, one or two.
That's crazy. Who would have thought that
2013.
she would have caught him?
Yeah, I
Taylor
guess
Swift.
so.
That was beautiful, Brad.
She did catch him. That's like he catches a lot of footballs. But yes, that is the breaking news of the day, is that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. And it made us think about and reminisce because we have somebody here who may or may not be thinking about one day. And a lot of people are joyous and happy because of this day. And it made me think about your engagement story, Bradley, or even my engagement story. But are you happy for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
I am happy for them. It looked like very flashy, ceremonious, beautiful engagement. I'm curious. Because Kyle, I don't know about you, but when I proposed to Lexi and when you proposed to baby girl, you have something in mind, a speech of sorts that you want to say. I wonder if he was able to get through it. I wonder if he incorporated maybe some of her lyrics in there.
If you got through the speech, you don't love her.
Oh, wow.
If you get through the speech, you don't love
Quite
her.
a claim.
That is such a statement.
That's what he says because he bawled his eyes out when he did
Yeah.
If you
You're
get
trying
through
to protect yourself.
If you get through a speech, you don't really love that person.
Wow. That is saying something. I definitely didn't cry when I proposed to Lexi. I did not cry.
How would you not cry? Your life's about to change forever. You got the most beautiful person in the world.
My heart was beating. My heart was beating, but I'm not crying.
Are you judging me?
A little
Are
bit.
you judging me?
Kyle,
Have I told people this on air? Maybe I did.
If you cried during your proposal speech, you are going to be a bawling mess at the altar.
I don't think you have told the story on air. I'm not certain you have. You bawled your eyes out when you proposed to baby girl.
Well,
Balls.
I was good as we were walking along the beach, and I was perfectly good. I was like, you know what's going to happen? She said, I think so. So then we get there. I see my brother. He's recording. I see my boy Justin. He's sitting there. He's taking pictures. The cellist is playing the cello. So I'm all excited. And then I get her to stop and turn her. I get down on one knee. And as soon as I started reaching for my pocket to get the diamond out, all of a sudden I was overwhelmed with emotions and I couldn't get any words out. All I could say is
Was it a lip quiver or was it a full on?
Oh, it was a
baby girl.
It was a lip quiver. I'm telling you,
A lip quiver.
Yeah, it was bad.
I've seen pictures and some videos. Baby girl, this is how you know she's a real one. She went right to like console you, to comfort you.
She did.
How about that? Baby
I'm gonna
girl's
cry
one of
now.
one, huh?
Looking at us, I'm gonna cry. But Stroke,
You're at the altar, you're going to be a mess.
Absolutely. I am going to be a mess at the altar. I don't look forward to that part, but I look forward to the day. Alex Strofe, for you don't have an engagement story, but are you excited about the news of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged?
I'm thrilled, but as the roommate and probably worse half of a big Swiftie, the text.
Roommate?
Wow.
Roommate.
What a way to enter that relationship conversation.
The text I received was, in all capital letters, "Oh my gosh." And then the next text I got was, they started dating around the same time as us.
Ooh.
Wow. What is she trying to say? She's looking for an engagement? Is that what she's trying to say? She's
trying to say is my day is ruined, Kyle. That's what she's trying to say.
Why is your day ruined?
What do you think the conversation is going to be when I get home tonight, Kyle?
Oh, I already know.
You guys are going to celebrate Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Yeah, we're going to celebrate by her telling me that Taylor has a ring on her finger and she doesn't.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to celebrate.
They're a little older, though.
They are a lot
more
bit older.
sense of urgency.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to have a
talking about
geriatric
the biological clock? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Just in life, once you get to your 30s, you want to
Geriatric.
start getting going.
Yeah.
Geriatric pregnancy. She's
Here's the thing.
36.
So my girlfriend.
She's 36?
About to be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she's 1989. That's the year I was born.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
We're the same age. Wow.
Cool.
So I guess if we're exposing women's age, my girlfriend is 27. She's a year older.
Oh,
than me.
she got time. Oh, she's a cougar.
But yeah, true. But the thing is, women that are about that age, right? Early 30s, late 20s, who are big Taylor Swift fans, they feel like they've spent their whole life knowing Taylor Swift. And it's like another best friend just got engaged before her.
Ooh.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
She's sick of being the bridesmaid. She wants to be the bride.
Ooh, all good things come to those that wait. That was a line that I always use.
Thank you. I'm going to use that.
That's a line I always use. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless talking text line where less is more. And we want to hear your engagement stories, KBN Nation. We want to hear from you. We want to hear some of your engagement stories. Brad, can you reshare yours as we celebrate? Woo! We're celebrating Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting married. Can I just ask? Also, 800-990-3776, or you can also watch and stream us live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Make sure you give us a like and make sure you subscribe as we are on our road to 20,000 subscribers on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. But let me know if do you care? Like, do you care? 'Cause I'm in a boat where I don't care about Taylor Swift and I don't care about Travis Kelce whatsoever. I care about the balls that he catches and I care about the music that she makes. That's it.
But the combination of him catching balls
it's
and her
a
making
bland
music makes for a pretty powerful couple.
The couple is as bland as your chicken, Brad. Bland. Blah.
It's hard to be as bland as my chicken.
What is exciting about it? Again, 800-990-3776. We want to hear your beautiful engagement stories as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged and will become one. Now, Brad, can you reshare your story for KBN Nation?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to hear your stories, KBN Nation. So we're going to roll the clock all the way back to 2013. 2013.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
That's almost more than 15 years ago when Lexi and I got engaged. So we were living in Charlotte.
That ain't 15 years, but that's 10.
What? 12 years. 12 years.
Yeah, okay. I will say that they took the polyps off your throat and made you dumber. You're stupid like me now.
A little bit. So 13 years ago, so we're living in Charlotte, just finished my freshman year. Goodness, what's happening? My rookie year.
No, they messed you up.
We start talking about
you don't know what you're talking about no more. Look at you.
My head's getting lightheaded. Right after my rookie year, we're living in Charlotte. We go to the Biltmore. Actually, it's meant to be. It's called the Biltmore Estate. I'm just putting this together. We go to the Biltmore Estate, which is like the biggest private house in the U.S., built by the Vanderbilts. So they got an awesome winery on property. They've got like tours of the house. They've got this like super nice resort that's right on there. So I got a nice room at the Biltmore Estate. and schedule a carriage ride throughout the property because it's thousands of acres.
Prince Nortman.
Yeah, that's right. So a carriage ride is taking us throughout the property. There's these beautiful ponds, these lakes, mountains in the background, and we get to the point where there's the houses in the background, mountains behind that. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm in on it with the carriage driver. And I said, carriage driver, I'm going to propose. So I'm going to give you this camera. I'm going to give you my phone. You got to be expert. You got to be great in the moment.
Oh, wow.
And go ahead and capture in that moment. And then to really lace this in, to make a very long story short, Lexi and I met by her finding my wallet in our apartment building.
That
in
is
Madison.
right. She plotted on you. You plotted on her.
So since then, she had bought me a new wallet. I got the old wallet, the original wallet that she found, and I sort of kind of took it out of my pocket, plopped it on the ground so that we would take a picture. Oh, hey, this is a great place for a picture over here. So we take a picture, and then we turn around, and there's the wallet right there.
And did she know at that moment?
So I go to pick it up on one knee. Out comes the ring. And I did have like a speech of sorts. I had things I wanted to say, but I think I fumbled through it. I basically, all I got out was, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
Oh,
and she said yes.
That's adorable. What a great story. 800-990-3776. The marriage everybody was waiting for in the Swiftie world, and I'm sure all the Kelce folks couldn't wait for the engagement of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. We want to hear your stories, your engagement stories, as we celebrate Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Let me stop saying celebrate because I don't really care. And actually, like Jalen on ESPN Milwaukee, he said, that's what I want to do. I want to take bets. How many years you giving them? Jalen says 3 years, book it. Divorce to 3 years. I'm with 5 years max because they're going to try to fake it. We're going to try to fake it. We're taking bets. 800-990-3776. How soon will they be divorced?
Sick.
I give it 2030. 2030.
We played it at the beginning of the show. You've been a hater since the beginning of the relationship. Here's you back in September of 2023.
I don't even think this is even real. How about that? It's all
not.
fake.
Why?
Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it popped up, right? Like the news, this in the last 10 days, we found out they were dating, and now she's already at a game?
It's been 2 years. Just give it up.
Well,
it's
I'll
real.
say this.
It's been less than 2 years.
I'll say
it's not
this.
real.
I'll start to take it. The relationship took another step for sure. But I'm waiting on a date, a wedding date, because Aaron Rodgers allegedly got proposed.
I trust his marriage more than I trust this one.
There's plenty of people that get engaged but never actually get married. So maybe this is just one of those things. I want to see them actually get to the wedding date. So Strofe, you've got a little bit of time on your hands. They're not eloping like you and your girlfriend thought they were doing. They got a little bit of time before the real pressure is. Once we got a date for the wedding or confirmation that they are married, that's when it's like, oh, wow. But engagement, that's just a step. The big step is marriage.
It sure is an expensive step. 800-990-3776. The most famous couple in America, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, officially got engaged recently. And we want to hear your stories. Dale in Oak Creek, you have an engagement story you want to share with us.
Yeah, so I proposed to my wife back in 2013, and my family used to do a big Easter egg hunt for all the kids, grandkids, and family friends and their kids and everything. Not on Easter, usually right around Easter, though. And so I had decided I was going to propose. I went and got the ring, and then my mom had a Cricut, so she made shirts. And we had my sisters, her sisters, and all of her nieces and my niece. They got shirts that we played a little game where it was adults versus kids, and they had to run over, grab a shirt, run back, keep their back to us, get the shirt on, get themselves in order, and then they turned around one by one, and each shirt had a letter on it that said, "Will you marry me?" And then I had my shirt on already that just had a giant question mark on it.
Aww.
And
very nice.
It was kind of cold, and I was super nervous, so I definitely had a few brewskis to calm the nerves beforehand. And all I did was she looked at it, and, she kind of read it 2 or 3 times, and then she turned and looked at me, and I was down on one knee with my shirt, my hoodie unzipped with the question mark, and I didn't even say anything. She just jumped on me and said yes.
Oh,
very well done. Very well done.
Had the whole family in on it.
Are you taking notes, Strofe? If anything, KBN Nation, we got to help out Strofe. We got some idea pondering here.
Strofe,
pressure's on.
My idea is this. See, Strofe, I'm gonna teach you how to do something. I'm gonna teach you how to stand on business. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to stand on business. Now, as the man of that household that you have now, right? If you go home and she asks you about this, say, I listen. Everybody's love story and love journey is different. Don't try to be like them because they not like us. We better than Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Do you know Taylor Swift back in the day? Her and
Taylor Swift is a billionaire?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I would love
nice.
so y'all not like them. Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston, they had a fake relationship. Y'all remember that? It was all publicity stunt.
How do you know it's fake?
That's what social media told me. It was fake. I'm just saying, you don't want to be like them fakers, Trophy. So when you go home, you stand on business and let her know, I ain't talking about that. Are you
saying that the couple of America is a fake relationship?
That's what it sounds like, bro.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great PR stunt.
Kyle, I bet you digging into the hater.
2 years. 2 years they've been faking it.
Less than 2 years. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless talking text line where less is more. And on the Carbless talking text line, they said, wait. Robin Madison said, when does Taylor Swift hand Travis that prenup? Now, they talking about prenup. Now, I know I've talked about prenup before because I got some stuff I got to be able to protect. What is she protecting? She's just a musician.
You're kidding,
She's
right?
rich. She's a what? No, it's one love.
She
one
probably has
love.
5 times the assets he does.
But she love him, so you're never gonna break up. What is she trying to protect? She's trying to protect money. What is she trying to protect? It shouldn't be no prenup. If she in love,
she can
right?
make some pretty powerful songs post breakup too.
Yeah, but
her
I'm just saying,
power would be her earning power is much more than Travis Kelce's earning power.
If this is that's true,
forward.
that's true. If they get a prenup, mark it. They're getting a divorce. Mark it. 5 years. We're taking calls. When do you think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift get a divorce? 800-990-3776. Brad, what's your guess?
Stop.
You don't get to say. You don't say the D word. You get to.
I can't.
What do you mean?
Lifetime, Kyle.
Okay, Brad. He's
I'd like to
believe in
clarify.
love.
We're not actually taking calls.
Yes, we are. Come on. I'll put it on the poll, too. I'm going to put it on the YouTube poll. I'm going to come in there and make a YouTube poll. This ain't lasting, fellas. It's not Listen, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, those who did not believe in these two will be the winners at the end. I will be the winner. They will not last.
Will Travis be her groupie when he retires? That's the only way. She's going to keep touring. He's not going to keep playing. He's going to follow her.
It's like being the first husband.
Tough on
that.
a man.
I mean, it should be okay. I mean, she's
a billionaire. She doesn't need to do anything.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're taking calls. When are they getting divorced? That's what I want to hear. Bump them love stories. Bump them engagement stories. I want to hear about the divorce. Give me the juicy
you're
stuff.
not only calling into question their relationship, but every song lyric that she ever did about love.
Dude, she literally gets in relationships just to break up. She's gonna get in this relationship, and all of a sudden, she's gonna realize I'm not cooking. She's her new album's about being a showgirl, about being nasty. I don't want to hear about that.
I did wonder that.
Exactly.
That seems like a strange.
Listen,
a strange vibe.
Listen, it's a very strange vibe. Ain't nobody want to see her shake nothing. She ain't shaking off nothing but her flapjacks. But we're taking calls. 800-990-3776. Y'all want to talk about the love story? Hell no. I want to talk about when that divorce is happening. I say give it 5 years, by 2030. They will be divorced. What do you say? You can say something on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube or ESPN Madison on YouTube. Also, Randy in a dump truck. What do you got? What are you saying? When they gonna get a divorce, Randy?
6 months. That's it. 6 months. It's over. The honeymoon's over, baby.
So what is it about the marriage that all of a sudden is gonna make them get divorced? What don't Travis know as what's coming?
Oh, she's just gonna get sick of him, write him off, start writing songs and making huge amounts of cash off him. He's gonna sit there like a droopy-eyed puppy.
She gonna realize all of a sudden, because Travis Kelce is talking about retirement. Oh, just wait. Love changes when your significant other is mooching off of you. And trust me, Travis gonna mooch off of her. He gonna sit on the couch and say, hey, babe, what's for dinner? Travis, I've been in the studio all day. What did you do? I played video games. What do you mean, what did I do? I'm retired, honey. I'm retired. I give it 5 years. Strofe, what do you get? Brad don't want to put anything on it. What do you give it, Strofe?
Till death do them part.
Oh, Strofe, you're just scared of your woman at home. That's what you're scared of. You don't want to put it out there. I'll put it out
this
there.
one's different, man. She's been through the John Mayers, the Tom Hiddlestons, the whoever else. This one's different. They're making it forever.
I forgot about John Mayer.
Yeah.
John Mayer. Who else? There was the
She
actor.
don't know what
Who's
she
the
like.
actor with the scarf. He's a big-time actor.
Scarf.
I don't know. I don't.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. She ain't got no taste. She ain't got no type. She just going with the flow. That's all it is.
I will say it does sound like he pivoted his tastes.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
They dated for a while.
What'd he look like?
Wow.
He's handsome.
You'll recognize him.
All right. Well, again, it ain't gonna last. It's not gonna last. It's Hollywood meets NFL. It ain't gonna last. And I'm gonna tell you something. Travis Kelce. I've seen Travis Kelce taste. Ain't no way in the world Travis Kelce go from being on a reality show with all them women to say I want to be with Taylor Swift the rest of my life. I'm sorry, Travis. Listen, Travis. You gonna get bored of this. I'm gonna tell you this now. You gonna be like, man, I'm sick of this same thing all the time. Ain't gonna have a lot of time on his hand, Brad. You went through retirement. You get a lot of time.
You get a lot of time on your hands.
So I'm telling you, but
better love your wife.
He's rich and famous, and Brad, you're just a punter.
That's true.
And you're in love. They're not in love. That's the difference. You have real love.
Kyle, I think you're convincing me to be a hater.
Real love. Brad and I know real love. 800-990-3776.
Kyle's gone 21 minutes uninterrupted being a hater about Taylor Swift and
I was told we got to talk about this because, we want to talk about the and bumps day. I want the juicy side, the divorce. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We'll get into Packers coming up next because some people think the Packers receiving core is mid, just like the relationship of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. We'll be back in 3.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
The kid's got the longest rope in radio. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of two ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you. The confident.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
The number one story for the Green Bay Packers this season is Cooper.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
He is the most likely to improve the Packers more than anybody else. He has the potential to improve more than anybody else on the team, including Jordan Love, because Jordan Love has shown us some greatness.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. No interest for 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal & Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal & Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal & Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal & Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Even your pickiest eater will say yes to this. Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin Subs. Perfect on their own with a favorite dipping sauce, or stacked in one of our 2 new subs. Classic crispy chicken or bold Buffalo Ranch crispy chicken. Made with quality chicken and served on our fresh baked bread. It's a mealtime win for kids and grown-ups. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Lover. You know what makes this worse, KBN Nation? Is now I got to listen to Taylor Swift all day.
It's great songs.
No, her music is decent. She can't sing. I don't even want to go. Listen, she's good. Like she's good, but for how much fame she has, I expect her to be great. Like angelic. Like when you hear her hit that note, you feel it in your chest. You know when you hear somebody hit a note, Brad, and you feel it in your soul.
Yeah, she's no Whitney.
Yeah, exactly.
But
she's a
lyricist.
Okay,
she's an artist.
Okay, she speaks to a lot of people. I just want to apologize to KBN Nation. I want to apologize simply because what a waste. Cut day. You're right, KBN Nation. I see y'all at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Or less is more. I see y'all complaining. I see y'all throwing shots at me, throwing shots at Taylor. I get it. This is a sports show. This is the breaking news of the day. I'm right there with you. I see y'all on YouTube. I'm so glad there's a lot of haters like me out there. I'm not a hater. I'm a realist. That's all it is, Bradley.
Well, you are the man of the people, Kyle. You are the voice piece of the fan.
Don't validate
Strofe,
him.
I'm not going to break until you give me how long, months, days, years.
I think they are going to go to eternity.
Dude, what famous couple makes it eternity?
My take is I don't think they actually get married.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. Wait, excuse me?
I don't think they actually get married.
Have you heard of Becky with the good hair?
Ooh.
Yeah, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're still together.
Pretty incredible, actually, that they're still together.
It is incredible they're still together.
That created a great album from Beyonce.
Well, maybe.
That was a great album.
Maybe there'll be a great album coming from Taylor Swift.
Victoria and David Beckham, they've been together forever.
Didn't he cheat on her too?
They have.
Yeah, but they're still together.
Yeah,
that I don't know.
I think
Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, aren't they together still?
They are.
Okay.
They are.
They've been together forever? That's Chet's mama, Rita?
No,
no.
Well, no, that's not Chet's
Okay,
mama.
well, that means he got a divorce, so or something else happened.
Denzel and his wife.
Yeah, Denzel, I don't know if Denzel.
She's not famous.
She's not famous. That's
herself.
Oh, well, like Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, they're still together.
Yeah,
Are they still together?
And Jada was trying to hit on her son's friend.
Chris Rock.
I thought they were no longer together.
No,
I think
Jada's
they may
just
have
embarrassing.
separated, but they're not divorced.
Talk about the most bizarre relationship.
And y'all think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got a shot? We thought Will and Jada was great. Nope, Jada was hitting on her son's friends. But that's
a presidential
they made
couple.
It. They can't. He was too in the spotlight. We don't know what happened beforehand. But I know y'all sick of this Taylor Swift talk. And guess what? Me too. So coming up next.
Kyle, real quick. Tony Cartagena is here, executive producer of the Thanalysis Show. He's got a question for you.
You got a question for me, TC?
Yeah. Do you enjoy being bullied and beaten on the internet? Like, does that bring you pleasure?
You know,
because I'm listening to today's show. We can go back to he's got a bruise, injury prone. Now you want to poke the Swiftie bear? Kyle, I love you. Stop.
Good point. It's a good point.
Well, you know what I should have did? I got to get my dreads retwisted, KBN Nation. I got to get cleaned up. And typically,
do with anything.
well, because if y'all gonna clip up this, and I wasn't expecting this to be, that doesn't go through my mind. I hope y'all don't clip this. And if you do, I want to
They're
look.
going to clip this 700,000 ways. There's a team of people upstairs planning your online funeral.
Well, y'all need to
right
make
now.
sure if y'all gonna do that, I need to make sure I look good because I don't want them making fun of me.
Kyle's not playing with a very long piece of his hair.
Yeah, damn. Now they're gonna say, his ugly behind. Dang. Well,
I care about you. I don't want you to go through what you went through last week and the week before that and probably the week before that.
Kyle likes pain.
Nah,
He's a masochist.
Let me tell you something I would never tell a radio host, especially here. Stick to sports today, Kyle.
Yeah.
Let's break down that 53. Let's talk about Aaron Ashby. Anything else for your own personal sake?
I don't think I'm built to take the nonsense from Packers fans.
Faith Hill and Tim McGraw have been together
You're
a while.
not ready for Swifties.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for Swifties.
You think those football losers in their basements can talk? Oh, these Swifties, they will eat you alive.
I'm about to get attacked by millions of women, huh?
Yeah, worst case, just blame Strofe.
I'll do that.
I thought Brady and Giselle would last forever.
And what happened? She went and got and she got pregnant by the younger man.
Kyle,
Isn't that crazy?
And she got pregnant.
Stop it.
Listen, we got somebody good coming up next. Mark Tauscher from Willie and Tausch joins us next. He'll talk about the Packers wide receiver room, all the cuts, and make sure you're up to date on everything. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Keep it locked. Tausch is next on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
It's finally back. Make plans to attend the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live this week. Gates open Wednesday at 6 with live music starting at 7, where Boo the Band takes the stage. See you at Wednesday Night Live from the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
According to Time magazine, Gen Z is drinking 20% less alcohol than all previous generations. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Over our 65 years in business, we've stayed up on all the trends, where you'll always find 2,000 varieties of beer, 4,000 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines. We now also stock over 100 varieties and growing of THCA, CBD, and Delta-9 non-alcoholic specialty-infused drinks. So whether you're experimenting with the latest wellness trend, or you just want something in your fridge that your college kid can call you cool for, come check out our expansive selection. And while you're at it, you do deserve that bottle of bourbon. Discount Liquor in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We've sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, one of the top-ranked real estate teams in Wisconsin, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com firstweber.com.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up on you?
On Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yes, we are joined by Mark Tauscher from Willie and Tausch that you can hear right here on ESPN Wisconsin, 9 to noon weekdays on ESPN Wisconsin. Tauscher, what's happening?
What is good, fellas? How are we today?
You heard about the big news today, haven't you?
You mean about, I'm trying to think of some other news that actually broke besides Taylor Swift that I can't come up with anything.
Thank you.
Sean Clifford got released. I did hear that. That was surprising. McCole Hardman, it's a bummer. I heard. Big news. Big news in the football Swift community.
I know, right? What's your engagement story, Tausch, if you want to share?
I don't really want to share. No, we went. So we were in Hawaii, and I just, my wife is a big fan of sushi. So what I did is I planned a little sushi dinner. We did a sunset deal, and then I got down on one knee and proposed. I think the sunset, it was close. We ended up running a little bit later than I wanted, but we ended up pulling it off, and it was probably, so we had like a nice sushi dinner after I proposed on a sunset beach in Hawaii. That was my trip.
It's beautiful.
So beautiful.
Beautiful, Tausch.
Now transitioning over to football.
Is that Norty? Is Norty cleared to talk again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ask a question, Brad. I want you to judge his voice.
Tausch,
that's awesome.
Tausch, I'm going to ask a nice long question so you can get a real taste for the new Brad Nortman. Well, actually, it's the old Brad Nortman, not necessarily the new one. But
okay,
as you look at this new team, post cuts, Green Bay Packers, what areas you look at on the team, like a position group, where you say, okay, I feel confident in a pinch that this is the guys that I'm okay leaning on. And now that you see, the guys that have been cut, what's still the position group where you look at and say, this could bite this Green Bay Packer football team?
Yeah, I feel really good about their linebacking group. I know Simmons got cut, but I think Welch is a good player. I think there's enough depth and talent there. And you have two dogs, especially if, Edgerrin Cooper takes that jump that we're expecting. I feel really good about that group. And I think for me, a tight end is another spot I think we have to feel really good about. Obviously, Tucker Kraft has to stay healthy. But if Musgrave is, better than what he was last year and they've added some depth, I think you feel really good about that spot too. The interior part of the O-line is where I'm concerned. Obviously, Jordan Love and his thumb, I think that goes without saying. But the interior of the O-line and what happens if Elton Jenkins can't play and what's the availability of Banks? Those are questions because I don't know if we have the answer. I don't know. Do we know for sure that Rasheed Walker's going to be playing left tackle and Jordan Morgan's going to be one of the guards? Like, there's still more uncertainty there than I really would like to have at this point in the season. So I think those are the spots I feel best, and I think with the interior part of the O-line is probably the spot that I'm most concerned about. If there's any type of injury, who's going to step up, and especially at the center spot.
Yeah, that really sucks to hear about the fact that you're concerned about that because the season's only less than 2 weeks away, and the Green Bay Packers have a plethora of injuries that could impact the outcome of Week 1. But before we transition and keep going, what do you think of Brad's old new voice?
I don't even. Is there a no? Did we do something different? I know he had some stuff.
Tosh, don't say that. Don't tell me that 5 days of silence was completely for nothing.
Well, what were we hoping for? Like, your voice sounds the same. Is it just you wanted it stronger?
Wow, Tausch and Homer. Yeah, it should be. It was, if you remember, it was grainy, it was gritty, it was sort of low. This is more of my normal voice, maybe somewhere in between.
Okay.
Where maybe it's it's silky smooth, but also a little bit of grit behind it.
All right. Well, I always thought, because for me, I'm a little high pitched, and I get. When you get analyzed by the pros, you're a little pitchy. Randy Jackson back in the old days you're a little pitchy, dog. I would get that. Dog. So I actually think that a little gravel in your voice isn't now. Obviously, you don't want it to be where you're sick and you can't understand it. But I always thought a little gravelly. But Norty, I think you sound great. I didn't know. Thanks, I didn't notice that there was a ton of mistakes or that there were a ton of issues prior to that. So maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe you should take a listen to what he sounded like all of 2 weeks ago.
It was.
Do we have something?
Part of me does miss it though, Tausch.
Della from Pella is going to transform your home, and you can experience just how they'll do so when you visit Pella's booth at the Expo Center.
At the Expo Center. That's a new brand.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely clear. Okay, it's a little clearer. Okay. Yeah, it's a little clearer. Maybe maybe there was too much gravel. I didn't think that was possible. Maybe there was a little too much gravel. So you just went and got a little paver. Paved that gravel down, smoothed it out a little bit.
That's right.
That's exactly That's exactly what it was, Tausch. But now, post cuts now, because post cuts are 20 more minutes until we find out what the 53-man roster looks like as of today for the Green Bay Packers. What level of confidence do you have the Packers going into Week 1 against the Detroit Lions?
Well, Vegas has not put them as the favorite. I think that for me to feel really good, I'd love to see Jordan Love and Banks and some of those wideouts back practicing this week. But I do think defensively I feel really good. I think the fact that Detroit I do. I think that this defense, we saw just a smidge. I don't want to get all like football junkie on you here, but they ran like a little cross dog blitz where they ended up sacking Milroe. And to have Cooper go in there, blow it up, and then Quay Walker just kind of play it, and go and make a play. There's just so much flexibility that you can do with your group. And they're playing downhill. Again, it's the preseason, so I'm not going to sit here and get overly excited. But you got to remember, Detroit's got a whole new operation going with their coordinator. And everybody just assumes that it'll be fine, it'll be great. We'll see.
How drastic is that change, though? You, as somebody who I know you went through changes of offensive coordinators, head coaches when you were with the Green Bay Packers. How drastic is that change, and how can that impact the offense that already has their quarterback, has their running back, they have the receivers? Like, do you think it's going to be that big of a change?
Yeah, it's a big deal. Kyle, it's a big deal, and I think it's a really big deal, especially when you have a quarterback that is very reliant on certain things. Jared Goff, I have to say, I thought when they traded him from the Rams to Detroit, his career was on life support. And, so did the Rams, because they had to give up a first-round pick for them to take him in that contract. To his credit and to Ben Johnson's credit, they found a really good formula of protecting him, play action pass, and giving him a lot of space to throw. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's what they're going to try to do again, and I'm sure they're going to try and do things very similar to what they did, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. And then all of the chemistry and the thought process, I'm sure Jared Goff and Ben Johnson were on the same page. They knew what they were doing. Is that going to be the same? It takes some time. And, for me, I can only go back to 2006 when we brought Mike McCarthy in. We struggled. Like, it was a struggle. We didn't score a point the first game out. And that was with Brett Favre as the quarterback. So there's always different circumstances and different things that are at play. But I don't think – if I'm Detroit, I'm also looking at it and saying, yeah, I can understand why people would be a little bit concerned. And if I'm Green Bay, I'm licking my chops because there's some things that they're going to have to work through in order to get better, I think, in order to be close to as productive of an offense as they were last year.
Yeah, I think because I believe the new offensive coordinator was with the Lions and he left and they brought him back in. So I think there's some validity there. I'm glad you shared that insight.
Yeah, Tausch, the Badgers kick off in 2 days, right? And so our beloved Badgers season begins. You're going to be hearing my voice on Wisconsin College Game Day 2 hours leading up to it, and then your not pitchy at all voice calling the games. And I got to ask, right, as we lead into this Badger season, 2 questions. 1, who's a player that maybe fans don't know about that you say, okay, this is a dude, you got to keep your eye on him because with all the transfer portals, there's a lot of new characters on that team. So one, who's that guy that fans should be looking for? And two, what are realistic expectations that we should have for this team? Tough schedule, new offensive coordinator. What are realistic expectations that we as fans should have?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys. I think the running back, Dylan Jones, is somebody I think is going to be really good. And he played a little bit. I know he's not a transfer, but he played a little bit last year. I think his role and what you're going to see with the new kind of scheme and thought process, I think he's going to get, you heard Luke Fickell kind of talking a little bit about that running back room with Darian Dupree. And I think that group is going to need to be the bell cows to kind of reset this offense in a way that's going to be more Wisconsin-y than maybe what we've seen the last 2 years. And as far as expectations go, the schedule is tough. And for the most part, I think the beginning of the season, teams kind of, fans and everybody looks at these early games as, it's kind of a soft underbelly schedule. I think it's really important to get off to a good start because there's no longer, you have 32 or 34 new people on this team. That is a big turnover. And guys that are going to be big-time contributors, you need to get off to a good start to get, I think to really kind of get into that buy-in. So as far as what the record's going to be, I don't think I'm going to get into that. But what I will say is the thing in the spot that I think you're going to see noticeable difference is that defensive line. I think that is something we've heard about it all year. There was 300-pound guys last year. Now there's at least nine guys that are that big and strong and long. And watching that Iowa game and watching that Minnesota game, I think left a really big mark as far as how this program needed to go about its business, because what we saw at the end of last year was a tough watch for all of us that care a lot about Badger football.
You think who's probably on more of a hot seat for this season? When I say hot seat, more probably under a microscope. Would it be the performance of the overall team with Luke Fickell, or would it be that defensive coordinator on the side with Coach Tressel?
Well, I mean, I think all of them are going to be, I don't know if I'd say hot seat per se, but I think under a big microscope because defensively, last year wasn't good enough. The tackles for loss, we all know that stat that you're the worst in the entire FCS. And, there's a lot of things there that you need to see major improvement on. And, now you change personnel. You got a lot of different bodies in there. Offensively, I think you're going to see, I think you're going to get a little bit. If you made me pick, I would say defensively because Tressel's been here. You've done some things, but it is different bodies. With this new system, this is different than what these guys have done. But the quarterback's different. He didn't know he didn't know what we did last year. At least he didn't know to the degree. So I think both groups are under a lot of pressure to be more productive than what we were. But I would say defensively, it was such an aberration for what we've seen and known for the longest time here at Wisconsin. What we saw at the end of last season, I think, made a lot of people uneasy. And I think that it needs to be a lot better than what we saw last year.
Tausch, anything for us?
Yeah, give me a taste. You guys were at this wedding. I haven't heard a lot about it. Give me what's the highlight? What was the highlight?
Well, Grace Scalzo
was Strofe involved.
Well, Strofe, according to himself, he was the MVP of the
self-appointed MVP.
He had his pants down longer than anybody else did, as they do their tradition.
That's not surprising. Okay.
And then also, Scalzo was given Greg Scalzo, our VP and market manager now here in Milwaukee.
Wait, let me, Tausch. Do you think Greg Scalzo's speech? Do you think the tone of it was sort of building up of Ben and his persona in front of a room of his family and friends, or do you think it was more of a roast?
Roast.
It was a 12-minute roast. He was given 5 minutes. It was 12 minutes.
Scathing roast.
Yeah, the bride's family gasped, and the bride was like she wasn't too happy with it, but it is what it is.
I mean, Ben's revealed quite a bit on these airwaves. I learned some things from that speech.
Yeah,
give me the top. What's the top thing you learned about him?
Well, I would say that he he did some stuff. He loves to bet, as we know, and it even goes as far as betting on Japanese baseball games.
The extent of his gambling was shocking.
Back in the day. He's good now. He's good now. He's responsible now.
Eye-opening to his bride?
Yes.
Yeah, and the family. To the point where I think the family was like, hey, he's good now, right? He's great.
You would be concerned.
He's great.
Do you guys believe Greg went too far?
No. I think Greg was magnificent. Magnificent.
The
Bradley?
thing is, we know Greg and Ben's relationship, right? I think for somebody who was a part of maybe her family that entered the picture, don't really know who this guy is, I think it would come across as a shock.
Yeah.
But so I don't think he did, but I could see how 25% of the wedding could be like, oh my gosh.
If I didn't know Ben and I was part of the bride side, and that's what I first time finding out about Ben, I would say, oh, she likes him wild. She likes him wild. And then also the other big thing was the wedding started at 4. Our founder and CEO, Craig Carmerson, and Evan Cohen, our VP of content, showed up at 4:20.
Ooh.
Walked in late to the
what time
ceremony.
did they leave?
Oh,
what
and
time did
they were
leave,
both both out by 9:30.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good run. I think you can give an attaboy for that.
Would you want somebody showing up late to your wedding like that?
And I'm not in the same boat where obviously if you're a part of the wedding, but if you're a friend and not like not to steal Jesse Nelson's lines here, but not a tier 1 friend, and you just want to come to the dinner and the reception, I'm all right with that too.
Hell no, you coming to both. You're not just coming to one. If I'm providing you a plate.
Kyle, everybody that gets invited to your wedding needs to be at both. You're not going to let anybody just come to one.
I want you to be part of the day. The church ain't free either.
That's what
The pastor giving the word ain't free, and the plate for dang sure ain't free.
All right.
So
okay. All right, good to know.
Tausch, quick question.
All right, boys.
Real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Ben's on his honeymoon right now. He's texting us show critiques and things like that. He said his now wife is reading, relaxing on the beach. He just wants to go meet people and basically, I think the words, and play and meet people. Do you actively try to make friends with strangers on vacations?
No.
I'm a big no for me.
He's normal. Thanks, Tausch. Appreciate you.
You bet, guys.
Mark Tauscher, as always, joins us Tuesdays, 2:30 here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. You can listen to Mark Tauscher on ESPN Wisconsin, 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin weekdays.
Yeah, and you heard me talking a little bit with my old gritty voice, singing the praises of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin with my new and improved silky smooth voice. I'm going to do just the same thing because whether it's, 10 days ago, 10 months ago, or right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always delivers. Long-lasting comfort and reliability, increasing the value of your home, decreasing that energy cost, especially right now. I'm opening and closing my windows more than ever because the weather outside is so darn perfect that it reminds me how important windows are to your home. So you've been probably thinking about it. You've been probably putting off that project for way too long. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is here to deliver, and you got to see it for yourself because Pella Windows and Doors, the Experience Center in Brookfield is something that you have to see to believe. It's like the iPhone store of windows and doors. It is that impressive. You're going to be inspired, and you're going to see how your new project is going to transform your windows and doors of your home. And here's the deal that Pella Windows is going to offer you. 0% interest for up to 5 years if you order by August 31st. 5 years. That's longer than how long Ben or Kyle thinks Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to be for. That's a long time for 0% interest.
Very true.
So visit PellaWI.com today to take advantage of that and transform your home with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Ben Bruss is honeymooning and texting us at 5:30 in the morning about wanting to make friends. We got to make fun of Ben coming up next. Keep it locked. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All the antics.
You know how many people pick their nose and then put it in their pocket?
No,
I guarantee
Chewy,
I'm not
get out of
alone.
here. You're telling me you pick your nose and put it in your
Not
pocket?
anymore, but I used to.
All the action.
As I watch this Brewers team, any given day, any guy can deliver. I had no idea that the lineup was going to be something that they could hang their hat on.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and we've all been feeling the heat, and if your home isn't staying cool, your windows might be the reason why. That's why now is the perfect time to call Universal Windows Direct. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying what I say. I love my windows.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Catholic Memorial Football.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders host Sun Prairie West this Thursday night on ESPN Milwaukee.
Stacking is complete to Dustin Rhodes.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. Make sure you watch and stream us live on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Make sure you subscribe as well, as we are on our road to 20,000 subscribers. And what a whirlwind it has been on KBN today, as some celebrate the engagement of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Other of us start taking bets on when the divorce will come. I think that's a little bit more fun. I think it's more fun. But in addition to that, we've been talking about the cut downs for the Green Bay Packers, as it will be official in 60 seconds of what the 53-man roster will initially be for the Green Bay Packers. Things will change between now and a couple days, but the initial 53-man roster. But there's a voice missing. You hear the new voice, I guess improved voice or old voice of Bradley Nortman.
The throwback. The retro voice.
Yeah. But the one voice that is missing is Ben Brust, and Ben Bruss is on his honeymoon in a completely different time zone, many time zones over, and so you would think he would be able to turn himself off. But Brad, early this morning, I heard a buzz,
And I look over at my phone as I can barely see, and I say, what in the world is Ben Brust talking about? What did Ben Brust send us this morning?
Yeah, Ben, like you said, 5:30 in the morning. I would have thought Ben would be radio silence, right? Because he is in a beautiful overseas at a beautiful location with a beautiful wife. So why focus on our beautiful show? But he indeed was. Not only is he listening back, critiquing, talking about our show from yesterday, clearly taking a big bulk of his day thinking about that. He said, this is impossible. Laying on the beach in heaven, but when, insert his, I guess she's been on the show, Elizabeth, reads, relaxing, which I'm in her camp, I just want to go make friends with people and play games, but there's no Americans.
He sounds like a child.
I mean,
play games.
I just want to go play. I just want to go play games.
Like, go play games. This is a man on his honeymoon
who's talking about playing games and trying to meet people, but he can't find anybody because there's no Americans and they don't speak English that well over there.
I can think of nothing more torturous or ruining of a vacation than trying to make friends with strangers.
Especially a honeymoon.
Yeah, listen, Elizabeth, you're trapped now. I mean, you said I do. I saw it. So you're trapped now. But I'm telling you, why in the world would you travel across the globe not to think about going hiking, not to think about going kayaking, canoeing, or seeing beautiful world? You're thinking about trying to go chat it up
what
and
does
make
play games mean?
I don't know. It's very childish. Very,
Beach volleyball?
Very, very childish. I don't know why he would want to just go play games, but Ben Brust is an interesting fella. And can you believe, Stroff, you begged to go to his wedding? Like, that's the wedding. I mean, it was a fun wedding, but you begged to hang out with him, a guy that wants to play games instead of
hang out with him.
What do you mean? What?
Open bar, band, dance. That's what I did.
Oh, wow. So what you're saying is the only reason that you wanted to get there was because of the fact that it was an open bar, you can dance, not because you actually wanted to see the love. And the band.
And a beautiful love.
Wow.
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 I love love.
I might scratch you off my list because if you just there for that, buddy.
I just said I love love.
Okay, cool.
So you're loving
celebrating
the
love.
Kelce Swift engagement then?
Of course.
That's love personified. Love in action.
It's a beautiful love.
Yeah. Ben is just an interesting fella. I can tell you this right now. What did you do on your honeymoon?
We went to Bora Bora.
Oh, wow.
Which was amazing.
Can I just say, when you told your engagement story, all I could think is, boy, it must be nice to have money.
It was nice to have some money.
Yeah.
It was nice to make that NFL contract.
I'm sitting here asking the cellist, now how much is it for 30 minutes? You said it was this for an hour.
I'm going to cut you off right here because we're about to go into another half hour. We went to Bora Bora, which was awesome. We stayed in one of those overwater bungalows, and it was beautiful. Ironically, I'm giving Ben a hard time about making friends with people. The resort, it was 4 Seasons Bora Bora. So
damn, 4 seasons.
It was super nice.
Why you got to drop that? You just said 4. You said 4 seasons.
Well,
you just had to poop on all of us. 4 people.
Because it was 4
seasons. I only seen that on TV show.
Well, because it was interesting. Because the other people that were staying there, it was either like older folks because they were, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the only other young couple there was actually, it was a girl. And I think it was just her boyfriend. It was Pat Benatar's daughter. You know who Pat Benatar is? She's a singer in the 80s.
Okay, so Rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
So we're like, wow, that's crazy.
So let me scratch off, baby girl, scratch off Bora Bora 4 seasons. We ain't going.
So I give Ben a hard time for making friends, but I think we actually made some friends on our honeymoon. A couple from San Francisco in particular, actually, who then followed me and texted me all the time about, go Panthers, all that.
That's crazy. Are we taking Dirty D here?
You know this song?
Oh, Pat D?
Pat Benatar.
I like this music, to be honest. It makes me feel, I like this better like Taylor Swift. 800-990-3776. That's the Carbliss Talking text line where less is more. And hey, Dirty D, great to see you or talk to you.
I am just so sad today, but I wanted to call and say welcome back to Brad. We had to put one of our doggies down yesterday.
Hey, listen,
I'm not having a very,
I'm sorry, Dirty D. Listen, Dirty D. Man. I feel you. I appreciate, and that's the one thing I will say is this is why, we're here to have fun and entertain, and life sometimes get rough, and I know how much people love their pets. I know I talk about dogs all the time. But at the end of the day, dogs are family.
Dogs are part of the family.
And so when you're around something for 10, 15 years, it's always hard. So I hope, Dirty D, we can put a smile on your face today as you go through a hard time. And Brad, go ahead and send us the break with that silky smooth voice as we get ready to talk about more about the Packers and their work.
Yeah, Dirty D, sorry to hear about that, man. Dogs are 100% part of the family. But that's what Kyle said, right? We are going to try to put a smile on your face and know that you're not going through it alone. But coming up next, Packers Cuts. We're going to break down that roster and ask ourselves, are the Packers any better than they were last year?
I hope that put a smile on your face hearing that smooth, silky voice. KBN will be back.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Get out this summer and experience Road America, America's national park of speed. Located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake, Road America is home to the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn circuit that's hosted the world's best since 1955. Camp on site all weekend, enjoy state fair-style food, and bring the family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult. Don't miss Arian's Art on Wheels, September 12th through the 14th. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets now at roadamerica.com.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all. On the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house. Only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is hour 2 of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Also streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app, and watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube or ESPN Madison on YouTube. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line where less is more. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman. Alex Strofe holding it down for us. No Ben Brust today as he is looking for friends across the pond.
To play games with.
Play games.
I need Americans to play some games. Hello?
He's just the kid that can't sit still.
No, he can't.
He just can't enjoy the peace and quiet, the tranquility that comes with post-marriage honeymoon bliss.
I don't get it. I don't get him at all, but I'm not going to try to figure him out. But KBN Nation, it is after 3 o'clock, which means the Green Bay Packers 53-man roster is set for now. Again, more transactions will come and will happen. But now after us knowing the 53-man roster, who was initially cut, I want to know, Brad, do we know if this team is any better than what they were last year? Because based off the free agents that they brought in 4 free agents. They brought in Hobbs, they brought in Banks, they brought in Isaiah Simmons at linebacker, and they also brought in McCole Hardman at wide receiver as the big kind of transactions that they made, free agent signings they had. And the obvious 2 or 4 still on the roster, but you lost Jair Alexander. You also lost I guess losing your center wasn't too much of a loss.
Yeah.
But do you think this Green Bay Packers team is better than what they were when they ended the last season?
Well, and that's what I'm struggling with, right? Because we could all agree the Packers were good last year, right? 11 wins, went to the playoffs, and kept it fairly close to the Philadelphia Eagles, who ended up winning the Super Bowl. So they deserve credit for a good season, but when they played the elite teams, they couldn't quite get over the hump. So I was curious all offseason, what's Goody going to do in order to fill the gaps or take this team to the areas that are good, make them great, take the areas that are just okay, make them good, tinker the roster, and take this team to the next level. But as I'm looking at this updated 53-man roster, and I look at this new Green Bay Packer team for 2025, I'm struggling to come up with areas where they are bona fide better, where there's like, without a question, without a debate, you can look at them and say, oh, yeah. They took the next step. This is an area where they're better than they were in 2024, and we can then take that and have a greater level of hope. I'm just not seeing it. I mean, maybe we could say offensive line, which is what I was going to say before this, because they did spend money on Aaron Banks. If you move Elton Jenkins to the middle, he has the opportunity to be, as Goody said, a Pro Bowl level center. You got Zach Tom and Rasheed Walker who've been holding it down for some time. But the first thing that Tauscher said he's concerned about is the interior of the offensive line.
Yeah,
so I was like,
depth.
wait a minute. The one that I thought was good, the offensive lineman himself of the Green Bay Packers is concerned about it. Now, that's partially having to do with injuries, right? But generally speaking, I thought that was going to be a strength. That was an area of improvement for this team. But when Tauscher says that he's a little concerned about it, I feel like all bets are off for it. So I'm going position by position. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, D-line, linebacker, secondary. I can't see a unit that is bona fide head and shoulders better than they were last year.
For me, again, I'll have my green and gold rose-colored glasses on, and I have to disagree with you, Brad. I believe when I look at this, there's two things that I'm evaluating this team on, and I'm evaluating it based off the defense, because the defense has to improve. And when I look at this defense, I'm banking on the fact that there's young guys that were impactful players last year. When you talk about Edrin Cooper, when you talk about Evan Williams, who played significantly higher than where he got drafted, and when you talk about needing more to get more out of Javon Bullard, if those guys can take that next step that we talked about, then the Green Bay Packers football team is for sure better than what they were last year. And then when I also take a look at the offensive side of football, we're talking about offensive weapons. What do the offensive weapons look like? And so, offensively, thinking of a healthy Luke Musgrave, right? We already know what Tucker Kraft is going to be, but Luke Musgrave being healthy to start this season is going to be a plus and an add for this football team. Looking at, hopefully, Jaden Reed getting healthier, but more importantly, a Matthew Golden, who I believe is going to be the best rookie receiver we've ever seen for the Green Bay Packers. He may not pass Billy Houghton, whatever his name is, for the most yards for a rookie, but he will be the clear-cut number one for this football team. And I think offensively, Jordan Love has more weapons. You're talking about Josh Jacobs in the second year of this offense, where now Jordan Love is going to be a little bit more comfortable. But the most important thing, Brad, when we talk about the team getting improved, overall, the health of the football team of the quarterback position. I know Jordan Love is dealing with the hand situation, and I know I said what I said, but the rest of his body is healthy. His throwing arm, his hand, his elbow, his legs, head, knees, shoulders, toes, whatever you want to touch, all of that is good. So at the end of the day, this football team is in a better position to be successful than what they were at the end of last football season. Aaron Banks, I think that's a great reinforcement that they brought in. Nate Hobbs, though I like Jair, Nate Hobbs was a dude that was able to compete when he played for the Raiders. So I do
Seems
think
like a wash.
It does seem like a wash. That's very true. But overall, I feel confident that this football team is much better than what it was at the end of last year. 800-990-3776. Do you believe the Green Bay Packers are a better football team than what they were at the end of last year, now that the Packers have made their 53-man roster official as of now? 800-990-3776. That is the Carpless Talking text line. You can call in or you can text in. You can also join us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube and join in the conversation, because I think this is a good thing to think about as we are getting ready for the Packers to play football that actually matters. Are we expecting for this football team to be better? Dan and Sheboygan, you are on the Carbless Talking text line. Do you feel like this team improved?
I feel like the team is going to improve over the season because they were the youngest team in the league, and all the individual players are going to get better. They don't have any players that have actually peaked, but they're all getting better. And you can't teach 4-2 on the outside with Matt Golden. You can't teach that. They didn't have that last year.
That's true. Thank you, Dan.
I will say the Matthew Golden addition is one thing that I think can be needle moving. Now, I'm not sure about the wide receiver room in general. I'm not sure they're an elite group, but I do think Matthew Golden has wide receiver 1 traits, and that's something that he can bring to the table that I don't think they've had in a very long time since Devontae Adams. But I hear what you're saying, Kyle, and I hear what you're saying out there, KBN Nation. And I think that's clearly the route that Goody is taking, right? Because he is in your answer, Kyle. I heard a lot of ifs. I heard a lot of hopefullys. I heard a lot of bit of step forwards and improvements. And if that is what you're believing, then I can say go for that. But to ask a team to take collective step forwards, I'm not sure I see the evidence for that. Now, Jordan Love's a different story because we saw what a 10-game stretch of greatness looked like from Jordan Love. And yes, he was injured last year. So I expect him to be closer to that than the guy he was last year. But when it comes to, the defensive line, when it comes to these young rookies like Cooper and Williams and Bullard, I just think it's a lot of hope. It's a lot of uncertainty. It's not something that I would. As a betting man,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on, Kyle. Yeah, you're an investor like me.
I am. Some good, some bad.
You're talking about kind of putting money in a little bit of a startup here of not necessarily knowing what you're going to get. They got a prototype, and they hope when they go to market, they've tested it a little bit. They've had some success in a small area, but now they're talking about going big time, and you just hope that they can actually pull it off.
Well, see, Brett, the thing about this is where I'm going to object to because this defense played very well last year. This is a top 10 defense that had a lot of young guys, and we know that Edrin Cooper that you just talked about, the prototype, hell, that prototype was a prototype that was the best defensive player in the NFC. Not rookie, best defensive player in the NFC multiple times last year. So for me, when I think about Edrin Cooper and I think about Evan Williams, the prototype was fantastic, and I want the real deal, and I think you'll get the real deal this year. And there's other issues on this football team. Don't get it twisted. I still have concerns about the defensive line for the Green Bay Packers. I still have some concerns about the cohesiveness of the offense of the Green Bay Packers. But what I'm not super concerned about is whether or not they have some of the talent that they need. And so when I look at the defense, I believe Jeff Hafley, it's going to fall on him, his shoulders, to take the talent that he has and make them flourish the exact same way they did last season. And offensively, I think Matt LaFleur is going to cook up something magnificent for this team.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. Matt LaFleur, Jeff Hafley, I think those are top 10 coaches at the comparison, whether head coach or D coordinator. I do think this is the year, because we talk about Goody, we talk about his formula, his philosophy, and wondering if they're going to take advantage of this first Super Bowl window for Jordan Love. I think this is the year that we'll be able to make a more definitive statement on Goody. I think the guys that we've been hoping to, and hopefully take a step forward and improve, I think this will be the year they will do it or they won't, because we're sitting back and hoping that a guy like Lucas Van Ness can actually take that step forward and be a force. So far, headlines from training camp is that he's actually doing that. He's actually looking pretty good. And those young guys that you're saying to take a big step, a wide receiver 1 in Matthew Golden, we can actually hopefully be able to make a verdict on Goody's process. Either these guys will do exactly what you're saying, take a step forward, cumulatively improve, and this Packer team can be a true contender, or it'll be more of the same thing from Brian Gutekunst, and the Packers will be living in above mediocrity but below greatness, and that would be a frustrating place to be.
It would absolutely be a frustrating place to be. One thing I do want to make clear, because Strofe, you said something yesterday I loved. Can we stop? Really? Can we just stop with the Packers being? Yes, the Packers are. Going into the training camp, the Packers were one of the youngest, if not the youngest team in the NFL.
They'll likely be the youngest team in the league again.
But I don't care. You said something about experience yesterday. They have experience. So anytime somebody starts saying younger team, I want us to hook them like they do with the Seinfeld. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sick of hearing that.
It's not an excuse anymore.
No.
I think Jordan Love's first season, and maybe even last year, I would allow it as an excuse, the inexperience, the youth. But we're now entering year 3. Under Jordan Love as the starting quarterback. I understand he's been in the league for more than 3 years. And this is a team that's been in the playoffs back-to-back years. It's a team that won 11 games last year. While they may, on paper, in terms of age, be the youngest team in the league, they're not going to have a bunch of rookies starting this year like they have in the last 2 years. Right? The only guy who right away, I imagine, will make an immediate impact on the starting lines is Matthew Golden. And, well, he's been the number 1 receiver for over 4 months now because that's when they drafted him as their number 1 receiver. So, other than Matthew Golden, not a ton of rookie impact, meaning every other player that isn't an outsider this year has playoff experience and has championship expectations in 2025 with this Green Bay team. So, yes, while that may be a fact, it's no longer an excuse.
I love the conversation that we're having, and keep the text rolling in at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Also, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. I love the conversation. I love the comments. We'll get to that. Mo in Illinois, we see you. When we come back, we're going to hear from Mo in Illinois because he's someone who loves his Green Bay Packers, but he's not quite sure about whether or not this team is ready to compete. So when we come back here at KBN Nation, we're going to continue this conversation. We see your texts. We see your calls. We see y'all on YouTube. In 4 minutes, we're going to talk about this some more because the Green Bay Packers, to me, I think Goody did enough to make this team improve. We'll hear from you. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I can't believe she delegated the week.
I can't believe Brad just called my woman a cat.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got some backups along southbound 41 from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backing up as well from just before Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. Southbound 43, a bit heavy right past Good Hope Road, back on the brakes from Keefe, heading down towards Locust. And eastbound 94, we're slowing down just before 76th Street through the stadium. The westbound side slow from 27th to Mitchell Boulevard. Tee off at Lake Lawn Resort's Majestic Oaks Golf Course. 18 holes lakeside in Delavan. Whether you're a pro or just starting, it's the perfect course. Book your tee time today at lakelawnresort.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, clear and cool, low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for showers and storms later on, a high of 76. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Whether you're headed to the ballpark or gearing up for kickoff,
roll up in a ride that's game day ready.
At Tsunami Express Car Wash, you'll get unlimited washes for less than $1 a day, plus fast lane access, free vacuums, and detailing tools included in every visit. With locations across Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, New Berlin, and Mount Pleasant, there's always a Tsunami near you. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to sign up and score big all season long. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
This is Mike and Michelle Grau from Professional Construction Inc.,
a.k.a. PCI.
Around here, they're the same thing, like Friday fish fry and a good old-fashioned.
We're the Waukesha neighbors you see at the grocery store. Friday night football games, and yes, in your kitchen, making that space better than ever.
For us, PCI isn't just a name. It's family, it's community. It's putting our heart into every build and remodel.
PCI for all your construction needs. Visit professionalconstructioninc.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Unfortunately, you'll be hearing Taylor Swift all day today because the fact that she's engaged to Travis Kelce. Who takes whose last name?
Ooh. She ain't taking Kelce. She ain't taking Kelce.
Oh, so she really don't
They're
love
famous.
That Taylor Swift
Typically,
brand.
famous people don't take each other's last names, right?
Then they're not really in love.
Hyphenate. They should hyphenate.
They
Like
should
Jada
hyphenate.
Pinkett Smith?
Yeah, she hyphenated.
Taylor
That's
Swift
right.
Kelce?
Swift Kelce.
Or Kelce Swift? Kelce Swift sounds better. Taylor Kelce Swift.
Swift
Taylor
Kelce.
Kelce Swift.
Taylor Swift Kelce. Or
At least Taylor Swift Kelce. You got the Taylor Swift still together.
Travis Swift Kelce.
I'm just going to say, if he changed his last name to Travis Swift or Travis Kelce Swift, he'd sell a lot of jerseys.
He would.
He'd sell a lot. I've
A
seen
lot
some
of
those
jerseys.
I've seen some of those jersey checks.
The NFL.
Yeah, it is. Mm.
The NFL.
You were a punter.
No. I haven't. I've seen them. I haven't deposited them. I've seen them. And if you're a dude,
you got to check for how much?
Yeah, I remember Steve Smith said he made a lot more money. He got casually later in his career, he's got a casual check for $60K.
Oh wow!
For just like I think it
name,
was
image,
12
and
months
likeness.
worth of jerseys. Think about
That's
what Cam and Luke and Jordan Love
I will say this.
and Travis Swift.
I will not hyphenate my last name, but there are very few circumstances where I would. And to
Would you
sell,
let baby
This
girl
happens to be one of them, right? If you marry Taylor
if
Swift.
I married Taylor Swift, where I know a whole bunch of Swifties my jersey would say Swift in the NFL.
Oh,
and
my
I would,
gosh.
it would be the highest selling jersey.
Highest selling jersey, long past retirement. Long past retirement.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. But 800-990-3776. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And we are having a conversation about the Green Bay Packers roster. As rosters have been cut down today, the Packers have their 53-man roster. For now, again, some things are going to change and unfold over the next 24 to 48 hours. But what we want to hear from you, KBN Nation, is do you believe this team is better than what they were last year? After all the transactions that were made, Mo in Illinois, how do you feel about the Green Bay Packers? Are they better now or are they better at the end of last season?
Well, as much as I want to say they're better, and according to you, Kyle, that they made enough moves, that Goody made enough moves to get this team better, I can't bring my head to that. I don't think that's the reality of the situation. Because if we look at last year, what was the glaring weaknesses of this team? Was our pass rush, most importantly, the lack of pass rush, and then even along the defensive front, there wasn't a lot of interior rush as well. What did Goody do this year? Well, he added some rookies. He added some young guys. My frustrations with Brian Gutekunst as a general manager is he does the bare minimum, and he loves his young talent too much. Okay, I want to see us sprinkle in some veteran talent, a lot like what Howie Roseman does in Philadelphia. So instead of drafting young guys along that defensive front to help our pass rush, why can't we ever make like a little veteran free agent signing? Our wide receiving corps. I love Matthew Golden. Everyone knows the guy's going to be a total stud. But outside of Matthew Golden, I can't say I trust any of those guys to make a big-time play
so
when
Mo, you don't
it comes to crunch time.
Okay, Mo, thanks. I appreciate you. This is where I
makes some good points.
He makes some good points, but listen, Mo, I used to be like you. I used to live in this world of wishing that Goody would make these moves, but am I going to stress myself out forever?
But you should hold him accountable for it because that's what Mo's doing.
I'll hold him accountable.
Imagine if the Packers would have had Devontae Adams, right, would have maybe brought him in, signed him for the same deal that he signed for the Rams with, and still drafted Matthew Golden. I mean, now you're talking about a wide receiver room that's excellent.
Hey,
or
listen,
even
that wide receiver room look good to me.
Real good. And it wouldn't even be that punitive financially. Kyle, I remember sitting in my normal chair. I'm sitting in yours. I remember it's NFL free agency 2024. And we feel like the Packers have some holes on defense. And the Washington Commanders signed Bobby Wagner for 1 year, $5 million.
Yeah, we talked.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. We were mad.
We said,
we can't believe
Bobby Wagner, that could have been a Packer, and he was an all-pro last year.
Who would you rather have, Bobby Wagner or Quay Walker?
Bobby Wagner.
And that's,
you put Bobby Wagner next to Edgerrin Cooper.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that Goody has some skill when it comes to drafting, particularly like round 2 through 5. I'm good with that. But what Mo's making a good point is, which I believe, and I've said before on here, where it's like you got to use all your levers, right? You get a cheap veteran to fill the gap. Maybe you swing big. I mean, we're talking about Micah Parsons, but come on, that's probably not going to happen. But
well, I would damn near go streaking inside the market hall. I might get arrested. Okay. I would have pulled my pants down at Ben's wedding. Had Micah Parsons became as Micah would have been a Packer. Listen, your boy would have been going streaking. So y'all would have seen it all.
So, I mean, Goody believes so wholeheartedly in his draft picks, right, that he feels like how you're going to feel, Kyle, where it's like they're going to take those steps, and he's banking on that. But I just don't know why you don't take some other bets outside of, Isaiah Simmons and Mecole Hardman that are low-cost bets. Why don't you do low-cost bets of veterans, of guys that you think can come in there, fill the gap, actually turn over your team a little bit? Maybe you're not going to be the youngest team in the league, but you've sure filled the gap, and you've created a more championship-ready roster.
Yeah, she grabbed Micah.
Jerry Jones' voice, I love country.
He's got a great voice.
Can I just pose a question?
Go ahead, Strofe. You can do whatever you want.
So the conversation, the question we're asking is, have they gotten better, correct?
Yes.
From
last season, the end of last season.
Or maybe even, where have they gotten better?
Well, I'll answer that in a moment, but I actually want to flip it. If the answer for you is no, can you explain to me where they've gotten worse?
But it's either better, the same, or worse.
But I guess it's not that simple for me. And I know we've dispelled this as an excuse, but I do believe the fact that they are as young and as they are, there will be some natural progression when that comes with that.
Oh, remember, Jason Wilde tells me every time he joins us is, what is it, progress
Sounds like you're mocking him.
Linear.
Sounds like you're mocking him.
Because everybody keeps telling me, it's not linear. At what point does the line go up? Hell, I know it's not linear, but hell, last year was a down. It went down. Now can we go up?
It didn't go down last year. Compared to 2023?
The win count went up.
The win count went up, but overall, I think we walked away from last season not feeling as confident and hopeful about this football season going into this season.
Expectations.
Jordan Love's performance, Jaden Reed, Tay Wicks, Romeo Dobbs, we had all this hope, and now we got people calling in talking about the receivers are trash, and at some point today or tomorrow we'll talk about how some people think they're mid. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of optimism like it had last year. The juice is not there.
I agree with that. And to go to Strofe's question, it's a good question, right? Where are they worse? There's not many places where they are worse. I would say the secondary, particularly the cornerback room, just as uncertain. Maybe you could say worse without the hope of Jair Alexander.
And you don't know. Listen, you knew what you were going to get from Jair Alexander when he was healthy. Nate Hobbs, I think he's going to be fine, but I can't sit here and say, when Nate Hobbs gets healthy with that knee, boy, we're going to have a lockdown corner. Nate Hobbs hasn't played real football in 8 months, 7 months.
That's true.
I'm not good at math.
Be out there trying to guard the slot against Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, week 1, slot, he going to be on the outside probably. Or I don't know what they're going to do with CB.
Well, he goes all over the place.
Yeah, he's going to be Again, I'm good, but I see where people have concern. And like ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube, I see folks talking. John, I see you say, listen, we're going into this season with a lot of hoping and wishing. Love has got to run the ball much more this year. He has to keep drives alive. I get it. There's a lot of hoping and wishing that this team has. Packers game, YT said, yes. When I look at this Green Bay Packers team, I don't know if they're good enough, right? I don't know if they're good enough or ready to go. And when you look at the cornerback room, you don't have corners you trust, and you don't have D-line that can get pressure. So they don't have confidence in this Green Bay Packers football team.
It just seems to me if the Packers were waiting on maybe a couple guys, right? Let's say it was just Lucas Van Ness and just a step forward from Evan Williams, right? Where it's like, man, if just those two guys can take a step forward, we got something. It feels like there's a lot of guys that are operating and playing in the good category that we're hoping takes a step to the very good or great category, and it's more than 2. It's like 8, where it's like, hey, we all got to take a step forward, and then this team's a championship team. And to expect that 8 guys cumulatively take a step forward, Jordan Love being one of them, that's a lot of ifs.
I know we have the whole dun with taking steps forward. Hearing you say it, and then read here on the carpets. The Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776, where Liz is more. Reading here, Dave from Aaron saying, I really think the Packers defense is going to take the next step, but the defensive line will hinge on Clark being Clark of years past. And, I hate to say this. I love my Packers, but sometimes I feel like a broken record. The age thing, I'm done with it. Next step, not yet. I got one more season for guys to take the next step. But I'm done with the age thing. We're becoming broken records, whether if it's Aaron Rodgers not having wide receivers or this team not being able to get over the hump to get to another Super Bowl. There's a lot of things that we hope and wish for that don't come true.
Well, and we talk about the age thing. And it's the third year in the row the Packers are going to be the youngest team in the NFL. Not necessarily a negative by itself, but early on, I feel like we were sold that this team is young, but we're going to grow together, right? And they have been growing together. Some position groups that have gotten older and more experienced and more ready to roll. But I was expecting by the time Jordan Love gets into this year, maybe the next couple of years, they no longer become the youngest team in the NFL. I'm waiting for this team to be considered young, but not the youngest team in the NFL. I just don't know if you can full on win a Super Bowl being that way. I think you got to sprinkle in the veterans. You got to make sure that
we know they can't, Brad. Well, there's never the youngest team in the NFL has never won a Super Bowl.
That's true.
So what are we talking about?
You got to hope that the guys that are young, that you are, offering them big money, like Micah Parsons, right? He's young.
Yeah.
You hope that the guys that you did draft, you offer big money to, and you age with them, or you sprinkle in some vets to fill the gap.
800-990-3776. Again, that is the Carbless Talking text line where Liz is more. Y'all blowing up the Talking text line. It looks like there's some folks who want to talk about our boy LV and Lucas Van Ness's bread.
I went so quickly to the thing, I spilled my tea all over the
It is okay.
studio.
Brad, we'll give you a break to clean up the tea, but when we come back, Cheesehead Bucky, we see the Talking text line. We're going to go to you. It looks like folks want to talk about Lucas Van Ness, and they're putting their hope in Lucas Van Ness. Should they? Well, we'll find out. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. Keep it locked. We'll be back.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I don't value that.
You don't
value much.
You don't.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
No, that's true. You guys are coming at me a little too much.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good afternoon, John. Southbound on 43. We do have delays coming in from Good Hope Road all the way down to Bender Road. We got more backups from Capitol Drive pretty much all the way down into the Marquette. Northbound's clear at the moment. Southbound 41 backing up from Good Hope Road to Capitol, and then northbound's backed up from Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Capitol Drive. Along eastbound 94, we got backups from 84th Street to 27th. On the westbound side is slowing down from 27th to about Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, clear and cool, low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for showers and storms later on, a high of 76. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. University. Experience it your way.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off, plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN, and don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Tony Wendorf and Associates First Weber Group, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. I'm Tony Wendorf. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Contact us today to get started. Tony Wendorf and Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Please don't turn us off because you keep hearing Taylor Swift. This is still ESPN Wisconsin. Strofe is just a Swiftie and one day wants to marry a Swiftie. So he's just trying to appease his woman at home at the expense of us, Brad.
Oh, wow. I don't mind it.
What don't you mind?
I thought her country stuff, I actually was a little sad.
Not a park bench thinking to myself, now is it this easy?
I was actually sad when she went from country to pop. I was.
You were sad.
I was sad. I thought she was pretty solid country music.
Just like she switches genres, she also is going to switch men too.
Wow. Kyle's just.
Hey, she don't know what she wants.
This should be the greatest day in her life, and you're dragging her through the mud.
Nobody likes somebody who's fickle and don't know what they want. Come on
How
now.
do you know she doesn't know what she wants?
Because she went from being a country singer to a pop singer to being a showgirl. Come on now. Again, you gonna have a daughter listening to Showgirl. If I had a 5-year-old say, I want to listen to that new Showgirl Taylor Swift, I said, the hell you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on now.
You're going to censor your kids' music?
Oh, 100%.
You like Ratchet. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Don't listen. Come here.
I've read some of the lyrics of the music you like.
We're gonna do
Shock it off.
We're going to do Kids Bop Ratchet here at the Wallace household. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. As always, you can watch and stream us live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Make sure y'all give us a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe as well. But we've been having a conversation talking about it's roster cut down day as the Packers have dwindled down the roster. Their 53-man roster today. Some surprises, I guess. One surprise would be Kalen King. Isaiah Simmons, you're not too surprised about that. But a couple surprises, McCole Hardman. But do you feel more confident about this roster than you did last year? Did the Packers improve enough for you? That's what we want to know. 800-990-3776. And Cheesehead Bucky, you like the Packers, you like the Badgers. How do you feel about this football team going into this season?
I feel very confident. But first and foremost, welcome back to the Velvet Voice. That is Brad Hood.
Velvet Voice. Thanks, Cheesehead Bucky. Good to be back. Good to hear your voice as well.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm not worried about this team. We played most of the year without Ja last year. Everybody gets up in arms about the Packers pass rush, but we were 8th in the NFL in sacks last year, which if you probably asked just a casual fan, they would probably say we're like in the 20s, but we were 8th. I like halfway under year 2, and then you just add in year 2 of the dog himself, Coop.
Coop.
So I think this team is, primed to grow and ready to roll. So I'm not really concerned. I just need Jordan to do Jordan stuff, and I think this team will be fine. And then one last thought, Brad. I talked to Jesse Nelson. Is the shirt that I gave you inappropriate?
He gave you a shirt?
Yeah. I saw Cheesehead Bucky before Wisconsin College game day. He gave me a shirt. I wouldn't go with inappropriate. I couldn't wear it on air, but I could wear it to a party.
Wait,
maybe.
what did he say?
Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more details.
Yeah.
Toe that line, buddy.
All right. Well,
how smart are you?
Cheesehead Bucky, like his namesake,
Bucky.
gave me a shirt that had Bucky wearing a cheese head, and he was partaking in something that would make you feel a certain kind of way.
Oh, that's a lot of things there.
You received that shirt in what state?
What state was I in?
Like what? Were you in Wisconsin?
Yeah. It was at Wisconsin College game day.
He's not a good listener.
It was at the Regent Street tailgate.
Well,
which is back Thursday.
I know you guys had a
Thursday
show
night.
in Illinois this past week, so I wasn't sure if it was there. Is the activity you're describing, would that be legal in the state of Illinois?
Depending on how the law is in Illinois. Colorado, for sure.
Yeah, Illinois would be legal as well.
Okay. Yes.
Brad,
Yeah.
you're like 4 years behind.
I don't know.
Yeah, a quick 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
And I will also say the shirt that Cheesehead Bucky gave me.
Did it have a stench?
No, it didn't have a stench. But Bucky's facial expression is showing the effects of partaking.
You could wear that.
Could you say his
shirt.
eyes were rather red?
His eyes were red, maybe a little bit droopy.
Oh, I gotta see this shirt. This
I
sounds like
also
a great
have to see the
shirt.
shirt.
Brad, you're so soft. I would have wore the shirt on air for sure.
Jesse Nelson said it was inappropriate.
Oh, he's a hall monitor.
I said thank you, Cheesehead Bucky, when he gave it to me.
Well, I've never seen you wear this shirt, and you got it over a year ago almost.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of, I can't necessarily wear it on YouTube.
I'll wear it
ESPN
on YouTube. What are you gonna do? They say, take it off? Okay. You thought that shirt was inappropriate?
If anything is inappropriate, but
what do you mean? He's sleepy.
Settings.
He's sleepy. And he's having a smoke or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just tired.
He's just taking.
We all been sleepy before.
In.
That's what I would say. I would say he's just
Some
tired.
might say.
Bucky's just tired.
Deep breath.
Yeah, deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. 800-990-3776. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and we're talking about the Green Bay Packers. And on the Carbless Talking text line where Liz is more, there's been some conversations talking about the division as well. And Adam said, I just want to get back to being 6-0 or 5-1 in the division because no more of this 1-5 nonsense, which also makes me look at somebody else who said, listen, the Green Bay Packers, they're not finishing first, second, but they're finishing third again in this division. So that would lead me to believe that a lot of people are apprehensive about whether or not this roster is better. Again, this is 800-990-3776 on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We'll continue this conversation and have more talking about the Packers. Big day as they cut down their rosters, and we are less than 2 weeks away from football. Keep it locked. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, Old T.
She pumps and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, moves on with her life. Come on, Kyle, keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get your golf fix every Tuesday night at 6 with On the Tee.
Spieth is probably going to, embarrass me at some point. The hell do you know? Shut up and carry the bag.
Join Gabe Neitzel and Stephen Watson as they dissect all things pro golf and tell the tales of their own golfing journeys in Wisconsin.
I think it's golf in its purest form, and I think it should bookend the golf season.
Go On the Tee with Gabe and Stephen, sponsored by Majestic Oaks at Lake Lawn Resort and Gruber Law Offices. Tuesday nights at 6 on 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
This time of year, all about making moves in the NFL, and the Packers certainly no exception to that. 3 p.m. Central on Tuesday is the deadline that NFL rosters need to be down to 53 men. And first reported Sunday and officially announced Monday, there is a new lineman in town. The Packers sent a 2027 6th-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for the services of offensive tackle Darian Kinnard. Kinnard, entering the 4th year of his career, is a 3-time Super Bowl champion as a member of the Chiefs and the Eagles. While he's likely a lock to make the roster, find out who isn't at ESPNWisconsin.com. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Do
Do you want to bank without the fuss? For easy banking, rely on us. In person, online, or with the Tri-City app. Your banking can be done just like that. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Matt Jones.
The reason the SEC did this is not out of there's two reasons. One, ESPN offered them more money if they did it. So now they'll have one more game, again, getting a lot of money. And then two, under the new playoff selection format, which kind of got quietly changed this summer, strength of schedule matters more. Yes. And because of that, the SEC does not want to get in a situation where the Big Ten with 9 conference games is getting more teams in even though they don't think they're as good. This also allows it to get the playoff from 12 to 16 because the other conferences, from what I understand, had told the SEC, we will only go to 16 when you agree to play 9 games. So this is probably a step, Myron, into making the playoff go to at least 16 teams.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Just screw it up in these trying times. We're not trying. So cut the headlights.
Do you ever miss him?
Who?
Do you ever miss that guy who used to take ayahuasca trips? And you miss that guy that used to throw touchdown passes for us? Do you ever miss that guy named Aaron Rodgers?
I miss the entertainment factor a little bit. Jordan Love he's my kind of guy.
He's drama-free.
You know, he's drama-free, right? He's straight-laced. He's drama-free. I love it. But when you're talking sports 3 hours a day, it's kind of nice when you got a clown show to comment on.
I didn't get a chance. We didn't have the luxury to be able to have the clown show.
No, we did not.
Of Aaron Rodgers.
Great quarterback, too.
But somehow Aaron Rodgers finds his way to still be in the story. And so headlines have it is that Aaron Rodgers is still looking at his old boo thing and trying to figure out what he liked from his old boo thing. And according to reports out there, Aaron Rodgers petitioned the Pittsburgh Steelers to make a call to the Green Bay Packers to check in on that Romeo Doubs guy. Now, we all like Romeo Doubs, I would say. Some of us do. But the biggest thing is Aaron Rodgers was an awful general manager. Like, he sucked
Yes, he was.
at picking rosters and trying to pick players for the Packers, but more so for the New York Jets. So does this say more about Aaron Rodgers or does it say more about Romeo Doubs? Like, after hearing that he wants Romeo Doubs, Brad, as somebody who watches the Packers and loves the Packers, does Rodgers wanting Romeo Doubs make you feel better or worse about Romeo Doubs?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When this first came out, I was like, oh, wow. Rodgers wants Doubs on the Steelers. Maybe I'm not giving Doubs enough credit. Maybe he's better. Maybe the Packers should feature him more, focus on him more, because you got a future Hall of Fame quarterback that wants him on his team. But then the more I thought about it, and the more I think about Rodgers' track record with picking those kind of guys, it's it's another reason why maybe he should just stay in his lane of making it work. Because Rodgers was on a roster with Romeo Doubs.
He was, and Romeo Doubs didn't talk to him.
And he ghosted him.
Yeah.
He didn't talk to him. He didn't work on him with OTAs. He didn't take advantage of them. So why would I think that there's all of a sudden a change of heart that Romeo Doubs is some great player that he wants to be a part of? This whole thing is just crazy. But no, for me, it's like, you know what? Maybe we could figure something out to get him over there. Romeo Doubs, he's great. But boy, it's never a good sign. It's like a kiss of death.
It is like a kiss of death. If Aaron Rodgers is trying to recruit you openly and you're a former Packer, it is a kiss of death. And with that, you know what? I want to play a little game, Brad. Struff, can we play a game? I want us to let's go down memory lane and see if we can recall all the guys that Aaron Rodgers helped give the kiss of death to by trying to have him follow him to the New York Jets.
All right, I've got a list of 10 players or coaches that followed Aaron Rodgers to New York. It's almost like over-under because we got 3 minutes left in the ESPN Wisconsin edition of the show.
Ooh, fun.
Got 10 names. Go.
Nathaniel Hackett.
That's correct. He's the one coach on the list.
Billy Turner.
That's a name I didn't think you were going to pull.
Wow,
Yeah, that's correct.
Impressive.
Tackle Billy Turner.
Adrian Amos.
Yep, safety Adrian Amos. That's correct.
Of course, Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard.
Yep.
Randall Cobb.
Yep.
Adams.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, Adams.
Yeah. Devontae Adams went there.
That's 6.
You've got 6. You got 4 names left.
Wow.
I don't think you're going to get any of them.
I'm trying to think of a.
They are all on offense.
That's
all
helpful.
on offense. Was there any tight ends? No tight ends.
Not like a Tunyon. He never played there. He jumped around.
No, Tunyon didn't go there.
Oh, come on.
Just help me.
The tight end. I played with him. I'm blanking on his name.
You played with the tight end?
He probably didn't. No, he didn't make his way to the
thinking of
Jets.
Mercedes Lewis?
Mercedes Lewis.
No, he was in Chicago last year. Boy, oh boy, as we're trying to figure out who are the 10 players or people who followed Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think you'll get any of these names.
To the Jets.
There's a quarterback, a wide receiver, a center, and a tackle.
Oh, quarterback. The backup quarterback for the Green Bay Packers that, dang, what is his name?
Laser Show.
Laser Show?
That's his nickname.
Dang. You said quarterback?
Yeah.
What else?
Laser Show.
No, what you gave us a position.
Wide receiver, center, and tackle.
Center?
Yeah. Good luck.
What center followed him?
I don't think we're going to get...
Oh, he just went to the Green Bay. He went to the Jets, the backup.
No, not Josh Myers.
Not Josh Myers.
Oh. I'm surprised we're not getting the quarterback.
I'm so mad I'm not going to get the quarterback because he actually got to play. Tim Boyle.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim Boyle.
Thanks to the talking text line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he cheated.
No, I mean, it's not a game. I don't win anything.
Wide receiver. Probably won't get that one either.
He was a backup for the Green Bay Packers as well. I don't think he ever really got on the field.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Who is that guy that Rodgers was so upset about? The practice squad player?
Yes, that's who it was, wasn't it? Who are they, Stroke? We got
Malik Taylor is the wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, Malik Taylor.
The center is Jake Hansen.
Oh, no.
And the tackle, Dennis Kelly. You may remember him. He played half a season for them.
Oh, wow.
No, I wasn't going to get
those guys. Who is that wide receiver who, like, Rodgers made a remark, like, oh, I really like him. And then, like, the next day, the Packers
got cut.
him.
Yeah, I forgot.
And he took offense to that.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight 2020. Goody's a better GM than Aaron Rodgers. I think that's pretty locked in. But this is it for our ESPN Wisconsin 2 hours. We appreciate y'all, KBN Nation. And coming up in Madison, you have Jim, Matt, and Molly taking you from 4 until 6. And then coming up in ESPN Beaver Dam, you got the best damn sports show from 4 until 5. But we'll be coming back with more with the Tory Low at 4 right here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Keep it locked.
That never ends.
Eastbound 94 got some backups coming in from the zoo all the way to 27th Street, the westbound side, slow from 27th to about Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43, you're backing up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. A little bit more delays heading past a broken down vehicle around Lincoln. It's off on the right shoulder, but it's enough to make for a little bit of a backup heading down towards the KK River crossing. And then we have this crash on the off-ramp to Layton Avenue from 94 northbound's collector ramp. So heads up into the Mitchell interchange. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnsresort.com. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Clear and cool, a low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a chance for showers or storms later on, a high of 76. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9.
Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the Faux One Faux Hour at Faux on KBN.
Brett, you're so fast. I mean, it was bad.
It was bad. Okay,
that was really bad.
It was worse than yesterday. Was
fine.
What's
funny? I did exactly what my voice therapist said. Deep diaphragm breath.
All right.
Speaking from the head.
Let's try it again. We can send it to her.
It's the Faux One Faux Hour at Faux on KBN.
Where's the energy?
He's almost out of breath.
Bad energy.
Well,
my breathing is
it's
become
from your
more of a
diaphragm.
challenge.
How do you breathe from the diaphragm? It's the Faux One Faux Hour at Faux. I'm doing it like you was out.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'm like relearning how to speak.
Yeah, Tory,
it's hard.
We're joined by Tory Low here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, as always, every Tuesday. And lasagna, Milwaukee said that was fantastic, Brad.
Thanks, lasagna.
So there you go. Everybody
There you
loves
go.
a good lasagna.
See,
and
there's
lasagna
not
loves
haters.
you. Yeah, Strofe was a hater. I was gonna let it slide. He was not.
But you didn't believe in my Faux One Faux.
Tory, was it good?
Hey, look, 414.
See, Tory knows.
He's a 414 boy.
No one can do it like Tory, though.
No one can ever do it like Tory Low. And as always, we're joined on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock by Tory Low here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And Tory, big day for the Packers, cut down day. 53-man roster. The preseason's over. Before we get into the roster shakeup, which nothing really changed.
Right.
Preseason's over. Now it's time to get ready for the real thing, the real game.
Deal.
Where are you at on this Green Bay Packers football team? What's your temperature?
I'm feeling powerful.
Oh, wow.
I'm feeling powerful. And this is what I'm going to tell you this. When I looked at the schedule, I was like, if we can come out strong, because if we had performed a little bit better last time we played the Lions, we could have walked away with that game.
Yeah.
Just, it wasn't that far off. But if we can upset, I say upset because the Lions had the division title.
Yeah, they did.
I said, if we could beat the Lions, we probably got a good chance of beating, we don't have a real difficult schedule. When you look at the schedule.
I mean, it's somewhat, I'm with you, Tori. I don't think it's super difficult.
We got the Lions off the top.
Off the top?
Washington is still trying to prove themselves. They're young. They're still trying to prove they are.
No, wait a minute. Well, no. So what do you mean? The Green Bay Packers
taking two of the top teams of the NFC and just going,
No, what I'm saying is they got a young quarterback. What I'm saying is, how the Packers did that huge burst when they went to the NFC
in 2023.
So you got that huge burst.
They're probably a leading candidate to regress. I will give you that.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they have solidified a dominance. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
The Detroit Lions have solidified a dominance. But you got the
Fair.
Washington Redskins that you could probably get them.
Commanders.
A short week.
Commanders story. Don't get canceled.
Okay, no, what I'm saying. Okay, the Commanders. Sorry about that. I said the Redskins.
You don't get canceled.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Forgive me. But what I'm saying is, then you got the Cleveland Browns who's still trying to find their identity. The Dallas Cowboys that's kind of shaky.
Wreck.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, before we hit that first bye, we could be looking good.
See, I like that. This optimistic Tory is back. See, we just need it for the preseason to get over.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting. So Tory, do you believe this team is actually a Super Bowl contender? Like legitimately can win a Super Bowl?
I think that the Packers right now have a good team, but we don't know if we're going to see the high end of the team or injury team. Like I said, when you got injuries, then you got to be like, okay, we're going to take that loss. But if we can get a healthy team in there, Jordan Love can stay healthy. You know, he had the thumb injury. So we didn't see a fully healthy Jordan Love last season.
We did not.
We did not. And
are we going to see one this year, though,
that's
Tory?
what I'm saying. I mean, it started out kind of with the thumb.
That's what I tried to. Tory, do you know what happened to me on social media?
What?
I got ripped, eviscerated, destroyed because I said Jordan Love with injury problem.
Well, I'm not saying he would have to be injured for the majority of this year for me to label him injury prone.
Okay, but you concerned though.
He would have to do this year, and then I'll be like, going into next year, okay, Jordan Love.
But aren't you concerned about the fact that, I mean, you just said it, like the thumb, right? And he wasn't healthy last year, and the thumb won't be ready for week one.
Throwing hand, right?
Yeah, but the non-throwing hand is what you got to grip to do play action fake and transition and move like this.
All I'm saying is Jordan Love right now is on the clock.
Oh,
yeah, he's on the clock now.
The clock for what? What is
his leadership skills? He's got to take it to the next step. He's got to start becoming that leader that we all believe he is, and we're going to have to see that because I think his leadership skills was questioned a little bit in certain periods of his tenure as the starter for the Green Bay Packers. I think this is the year that Jordan Love got to come out and take command and start, oozing out that he is,
he is him.
He's arrived, yeah.
Do you think, and there's a reason I'm asking,
Jordan Love.
There's a reason I'm asking about the Super Bowl, and there's a reason I'm asking about Jordan Love. Do you think Jordan Love is a legitimate MVP candidate?
I think Jordan Love could be an MVP candidate, yes.
I remember that, was it last year or 2 years ago, whenever we had Tory Low on, there was a $20,000 bet for the Packers to win the Super Bowl, right? And maybe there were some miscalculations or whatever. But
it was some miscalculations.
What if I told you?
I was upset when I found out the truth.
There's a way for you to make $20,000 for only $67 bet.
Stop it.
Hey, let me know.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Now hold on.
Time out.
Is this
$67
bunch of parlays
to win $20,000? Are you ready for it?
Okay.
I'm here. I've got my ears open.
Only two things need to happen. And our good friends at Potawatomi Casino Hotel are offering this bet right now. Jordan Love wins the MVP. Packers win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
It's plus 30,000. $67 wins $20,000.
I went all in the previous year.
$10 wins $3,000.
But I would throw it in there just
$10 would give you $3,000.
Stop eating at the Third Street Market Hall for a month just to make the bet.
Listen, I tell you, if that was I would tell you this. Strophe and Ben told me, Kyle, you can't say what if. If that was to happen, I would be saying what if. Oh boy, $67 to win $20,000. I'd take a week off.
More than a week.
Hey,
I mean, at $20,000,
$10 when you have $3,000.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't take no time off, but I cash
that's
out.
Something.
Guys,
Strophe, you don't
I have
do
some
it.
breaking news for you real quick.
Okay, what's the breaking news?
The Packers have signed a player to a 3-year extension.
No. I kind of want to guess who it is because I have not seen anything.
Okay.
Let's guess.
Okay, if they're going to sign a person to a 3-year extension, it would be Rasheed Walker or Quay Walker.
I would say Quay Walker because he's going into his 5th year.
Right. It would either be Quay or Rasheed. And Rasheed, you got Jordan Morgan already there. And you drafted Anthony Biltmore.
I don't think they want to sign Rasheed Walker to an extension.
Yeah,
that's why they drafted
I don't think they
Morgan.
do either. It would either, and it's too early for Carrington Valentine.
Yep, too early.
So it has to be Quay Walker?
Jaden Reed? Maybe?
No, it's
too early. Too early for Jaden Reed.
Quay Walker. We'll go Quay Walker.
Quay Walker.
All right, let's try again. Lower your expectations.
Oh, wait, but it's a 3-year extension.
That's a 3-year extension, yeah.
Daniel Whalen?
You're on the right track.
Don't say Bo Melton.
Who'd you just say?
Matt Orzich?
Matt or Zach is correct. The long snapper of the Packers has been extended 3 years.
Specialists are people too.
Well,
I don't.
Special teams.
Yeah,
that's right.
You got to be.
You can win a game or lose a game with special teams.
Yes, you can. We saw that.
Oh, we know that.
That Packer playoff game against the 49ers.
I was jumping for joy over Braden Narvison.
Yeah.
Narv dog. I wonder where he's at.
I don't know.
Maybe USL or something.
There we go.
Something like that. Tory Low, so now thinking about this Green Bay Packers roster as well, now that everything is done, are you more confident in this roster today than what you were at the end of last season? Did they improve enough for you to make you believe that they're good to go?
I think we have a lot of talent. A lot of talent. We always had a lot of talent on paper on defense as well. But I think on the offensive side, Jordan Love have a lot of weapons. And that's what you want. But all those weapons are going to run like a machine. It's enough to have weapons, but is it going to run perfectly like a well-oiled machine?
What would you need to see in order for it to be a well-oiled machine? And your concerns for me is they've been hurt. Do you think this
injuries? And I think that the injuries have been my kind of like, okay, when I heard that Jordan Love hurt his thumb, I was like, okay, here we go. Let's get through this. Because I think that Jordan Love has been in the offense so long that he knows how to work that offense. I think that now that we have the weapons around us, I'm talking about at tight end, at running back, at wide receiver, we got some. We made some moves to get some good O-line in there. I think that the Packers have a lot of the talking heads, and when they talk about the Packers is like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde idea. Either it's going to extremely go away, either they're going to go extremely well, or they're going to hit some.
I don't want us to be like that. That's been a problem. We need to be consistent. You're talking about a quarterback who I love and Jordan Love and you love as well. Yeah. Going into his third year as a starter, you're talking about a roster, though they're a young roster, experienced roster. We're talking about a Romeo Doubs going to his fourth year as a wide receiver. And I would say he's the most senior wide receiver that we can trust on this football team. You're talking about a Tucker Kraft who wants to take on more of a leadership role, a Xavier McKinney who's an all-pro type safety, a Josh Jacobs that's an absolute stud for us. So at this point, like Jekyll and Hyde bumps that. I need for them to be. Who's Jekyll versus Hyde? Who's the consistent one?
I think that the Packers have
Dr. Jekyll. He's the scientist.
I want to be Dr. Jekyll. Bumps Hyde.
But Hyde's a dog.
Bumps Hyde.
I don't know. I've never seen it, but I don't like the back and forth.
Well, I think that
stop making analogies for it.
Tory used it.
The Packers have a team that can go all the way. They have the talent. And so a lot of people are waiting back. A lot of people don't really crack too hard down on the Packers because the Packers have so much talent that if it works, if they can get it to work well, it could go. The Packers can win the Super Bowl if they can run well, but they can't because of the injuries, and that's all I'm saying.
Well, in particular during those big games last year, right? It seemed like it was one side of the ball does well, the other side struggles, right? There was never a game throughout the whole season where it felt like everybody was firing on all cylinders, unlike that Dallas Cowboys playoff game, right? Because that Dallas Cowboys playoff game, offense,
it was
defense.
This is what you want.
This team could win a Super Bowl. But last year, I don't think there was one game where you felt like offense, defense, and special teams were all checking the box. So we're waiting on that.
And I agree.
But maybe that provides a little bit of hope because you saw some of it
with the added experience, with the young wide receivers, with the young talent, with the added experience. I think that Green Bay could be the surprise team in the league, especially with this schedule, because right now when you look at the schedule, this is not one of the more tougher schedules at all.
And a lot of people think it's tough, but I'm also with you, Tory. I feel like if you look at our division, we'll see. The Vikings, if quarterback J.J. McCarthy is good.
Well, the black and blue division always going to beat up on each other. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I think the Bears have gotten better. Right. I think the Vikings maybe will regress a little bit, but I think it's a tough division. The Packers are going to have to earn it for sure.
Tory Low, two things for you. Did you have any FOMO of missing Ben's wedding on Friday?
You know what? I tried not to think about it.
Oh, man.
I drenched myself in the work of the community so I wouldn't have to actually think about missing the wedding.
If I told you that at the end of the wedding, Strofe had his pants down and many other men had his pants down singing Rocket Man. Or not Rocket Man, Piano Man. Would that make you feel better about missing the wedding?
Because I would have been like, I needed to be there to see that.
Would your pants have been down?
No, I wouldn't.
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition, Tory.
Hey, I guess.
Who are you to knock a tradition?
They said if I got a friend, which one of my friends are most likely to streak during the World Soccer Cup? And I'd say Strofe.
Yes,
Strofe's most likely to streak of everyone you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Tory, did you hear about
I
the?
believe that, actually. You know what?
Yeah, I believe it too. The Taylor Swift news. You hear about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Did they break up?
My man, Tory. They got engaged.
Tory,
Oh, wow.
that's so good.
How long into the divorce?
Oh, wow. They might work.
Why? How?
Your voice went up, Tory.
Yeah.
That's not
might
said with
work.
conviction.
They might work. I mean, I thought they broke up because it's a celebrity.
Thank you. It's fake. It's phony. It's not real.
I thought it was a celebrity, but
Tory,
they
tell me
might be
this.
in love.
Tory, tell me this. Have Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith broke up?
Nope.
Exactly.
They stuck it out.
If that
Is that
relationship can last, then any relationship.
Is that the golden standard of relationships?
I don't think
Jada Pinkett Smith trying to hit on her son Jaden Franz, having
we
entanglements.
all know the story, but he did go slap Chris Rock.
He did.
For her
that's a
respect my wife.
That's a protector right there.
Keep
Travis-
my wife's name out your mouth.
Travis Kelce, I'm looking to the camera. Listen, I might have disrespected your wife today. If you slap me, I'm gonna sue your ass. I'll tell you that now. All right, so you go ahead and slap me, but half of hers and half of yours gonna be half of mine. I wish he would. Tory Low.
Well, you ain't got to worry about it. They not playing us no time soon.
Yeah, unless it's the Super Bowl. Tory Low on a Tory Low Tuesday. Thank you so much, brother, for joining us here on Kyle Brust. What song? What? I like this song. What is?
Glorilla, let it cook. Let the peppers cook.
What? Who?
Let Jordan Love cook.
Hey, you got to choose a song today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be back here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Thanks, D-Lo.
He told me it had a fat beat. I didn't know what that meant.
It's a good beat.
P-H-A fat.
Oh, wow.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Oh, wow.
North?
Spread Eagle is way north. Way north.
Stop. You're doing the thing where you don't know what you're doing.
No, it is, though.
We don't know where up north is.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Eastbound 94 got some backups coming in from the zoo all the way to 27th Street, the westbound side, slow from 27th to about Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43, you're backing up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. A little bit more delays heading past a broken down vehicle around Lincoln. It's off on the right shoulder, but it's enough to make for a little bit of a backup heading down towards the KK River crossing. And then we have this crash on the off-ramp to Layton Avenue from 94 northbound's collector ramp. So heads up into the Mitchell interchange. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnresort.com. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Clear and cool, a low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a chance for showers or storms later on, a high of 76. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wildy and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Goody was ahead of the curve. He deserves a ton of credit. He went out and got a backup quarterback last year, and now you're seeing a bunch of teams doing this.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
He was the trendsetter last year to go out and get Malik Willis and then have him play at the level that he did. If a team called them today with a third-round pick offer for Malik Willis, I think you're right. They're saying no.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio. you.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
After winning Game 1 on Friday with a walk-off home run from William Contreras, the Brewers would drop the next 2 games to finish out the weekend against the Giants. Sunday's game was the celebration of life for Brewers legend Bob Uecker. Here's what Brewers manager Pat Murphy had to say about the day.
God, I wish we could have got that for Uecker. Huh? Yeah. What a great crowd, and it's just such great turnout to honor such an incredible man, and then just a great event.
The Brewers continue their homestand with a 4-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Norman here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman. We've been talking a lot about this roster today, right? We're formulating the Green Bay Packers roster and cut down day, and you know who makes the decisions on cuts is Brian Gutekunst, the GM of the Green Bay Packers. And there's been a lot of people who have aired some of their grievances and disappointments with overall the Green Bay Packers, and we talked about the level of are they ready? Is this a better roster than what it was at the end of last season? And you can chime in, as always, at 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Also, watch and stream us live on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. And let me tell you, talking about let them cook, Glorilla, they've been cooking today on YouTube, Brad. Cooking today on YouTube, man. So I love all the conversations and the comments that y'all have. Keep them coming on YouTube. But now that we are here with our 53-man roster for the day, we know what the team's going to look like for the most part. We know the extension that went to a long snapper.
Respect.
How do we feel about Goody? Do we think Goody is doing enough to take the big swings for this team?
Well, Goody, he's just a pro at hitting singles, right? I mean, the Brewers are on fire, and it's the summer of baseball here in Milwaukee. But Brian Gutekunst, he tries to play small ball. He really does. I mean, the biggest swings he's taken, and honestly, they've worked out from the extent of going up and getting Jordan Love. In retrospect, that looked like a very good decision, potentially unpopular at the time. And Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs worked out a lot too. It's helped them. Those three, actually, in fact, are the only 3 guys in the top 100 as far as ESPN.com putting their rankings out for as top players in the NFL. So when I look at Brian Gutekunst, evaluating him on, is he doing enough? Does he take big enough swings? My thing with Brian Gutekunst is he just only looks for his draft and develop and free agent guys that are very few and far between on his own terms. He's only going for singles, maybe the occasional double or two. He doesn't try to take big swings. He doesn't try for the home run ball. He doesn't try for any of that stuff because he's got a formula that is really emphasizing consistently being good. And maybe there's years where guys overperform and pop and you're great and you make that Super Bowl run. But I don't think he has any interest in leveraging future cap or trading draft picks or whatever to actually take a big swing and make the team a Super Bowl contender. I just look at what, the Howie Rosemans of the world and the Brett Veaches of the world. Those guys are Philadelphia, Kansas City Chiefs.
Who's out there in Los Angeles with the Rams?
Les Snead.
Yeah.
Yep, Les Snead. So those guys recently, all of them, and even John Lynch in the 49ers, those guys, those are all Super Bowl type teams of the last 5 to 10 years. And those guys have done it all, right? draft and develop, which Goody is doing his best at doing. I do believe he's actually pretty good at draft and developing.
Now he is.
Now he is.
The first couple years, he was trash.
That's true.
Throw
That
him
is true.
out.
But now he has gotten a little bit more of a rhythm with draft and develop. But it's also through trade. It's through veterans. It's through the subtle low cost signings, like signing Isaiah Simmons, McCole Hardman. I got no problem with that. But then also the upper tier veterans. It's making big trades. I think you have to use all the tools in your toolkit, and you got to swing for everything to build a true championship roster. If you're not doing that, other teams are, and they will have a natural advantage over you when it comes to roster composition.
I definitely think it's an interesting thought. If we're having a conversation now with the rosters being cut down to 53, we transition to talk about Goody, our general manager. Is Goody taking enough swings to put this team over the top? 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. You can call in or you can text in like our boy Jeff here. Jeff said, how many swings does Josh Jacobs count for?
He's a good hack. He's a good hack at it.
He's a home run.
Yeah.
He looked like Caleb Durbin last night, 8th inning.
I guess it's a home run.
What do you mean you guess it's a home run,
it's
bro?
a home run.
So,
but he does that once every 5 years.
Yeah.
Him and McKinney, he bulked 2 great signings once in his, once every 5 years.
Yeah, and my thing is this. That's where the frustration comes for me, and I think you were perfect when you said these other general managers, they dropped their, had and everything, and the 49ers have not won a Super Bowl if they've been to a Super Bowl. And you see them drafting guys that we're signing in Aaron Banks, right? Drafting guys in Brock Purdy in the 7th round that's working out for him, got a big extension. And then on top of that, you see them trading for guys like Christian McCaffrey because he wants to take that swing to try to get his team as close to a Super Bowl as possible. It takes having your hand in every single bucket in order to be successful. In the Green Bay Packers, for me, you're absolutely right. Drafting Goody, he's gotten it, right? He's figured it out. This draft class this year, I think, is going to be iffy, but I feel like he's done better than the most recent draft classes. When he does decide to dip his toe in free agency, listen, Aaron Banks, I think, was a great signing for the Green Bay Packers. I think Nate Hobbs, again, was a good signing for the Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney, both seemed like they were home run hits for the Green Bay Packers. And so being able to understand when do I have to dip into free agency, but he's missing that last piece that's going to bring this team more value, that's going to make this team a lot of money. And when I say money in the financial world, it's winning Super Bowls, and it's making a trade. There are guys out there that are attainable. The Green Bay Packers don't trade a lot of their draft pick capital, and so that means you have all those assets. And if you're strategic about when you decide to do it, you don't just do it for anybody and everybody, right? You're not just trading draft picks all the time. But when there's an opportunity to get somebody like a Micah Parsons, which, again, I'm on the Micah train now because Micah – the fact that he was laying down in the middle of a football game on a training table, like there wasn't 50,000 people in the crowd and like there wasn't an NFL football game going on, taking a nap, looking like he's taking a nap, he is trying to be a disturbance, right? Because he's trying to get the heck up out of Dallas. And the Green Bay Packers, as you said, Brad, you're our cap guy. You said the Packers have the ability to take on his contract this year. Then they have the ability to move on from folks like Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark that could equate to what we would need to pay a Micah Parsons. And we both know the trading for Micah Parsons, when you have the ability to do it, and the Packers have the draft capital to do it, they have the cap space to be able to do it, why the heck aren't you doing it? This is a guy that can be earth-shattering, move mountains for this football team, this organization, to be that much closer to winning a Super Bowl. That's what you have to do to try to at least get to a Super Bowl. And the Packers haven't been there entire time Goody's been here, and they haven't been there in almost 15 years because they haven't made the gutsy move to make this happen.
And yes, we can say the Packers organization is generally conservative in general, but there's been moments where they haven't been. Signing Charles Woodson, going and signing Reggie White. There are plenty of moments where they went for it, and they supplemented that with also a great quarterback, with also very good draft and develop, and finding ways to just fill the gaps to put out a Super Bowl level football team. So I think when it comes to the Green Bay Packers, that's the problem for me. It's just unwillingness to hit a home run. And oftentimes it's just all we're looking for is singles. All we're looking for is singles. And when you play a team like the LA Dodgers, who's swinging for the fences, who are currently the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Lions, the Rams, it's hard to compete, right? You're going to be good. And you might pull off an upset and you might get hot, but it's hard to compete.
Well, yeah.
And you look at it, even the Commanders. The Commanders, new ownership, and they're just saying, okay, we found our quarterback. We know we have our window, so we're going to go all in. We're going to trade for Deebo Samuel. Will it work? I don't know, but they're going for it. They're trying in free agency. They're trying to extend their Terry McLaurin.
They got him.
They're just, I think that's my frustration is we as people that want to see the Packers do well and end the Super Bowl drought, Feels like they're knocking on the door. Feels like they're right there, knocking on the door of that elite tier. But what it takes to get there, I'm not sure Goody's willing to do.
So, Strofe, as someone who is a Packer backer and loved by the team store, so you claim, and in the Packers community, they all love you. Obviously, we found that out, Strofe. You're the only guy that's good around here, according to some. Where do you stand on Goody?
Not sensitive about that at all. Huh?
Where do you stand on this Goody stuff?
I guess the swings I think are harder to take than he's given credit for. When it comes to big-time free agents, he just about hits everyone. Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney obviously being the two big cases. The two this year we'll find out, and Aaron Banks, an offensive guard, and Nate Hobbs will, I guess, be a little bit easier for us common folks to evaluate at cornerback. But I think he's done such a nice job over his tenure of low-risk, high-reward moves. Now, they don't all pay off. I think today is another good example of that, and Isaiah Simmons.
Neither of them paid off.
Yeah, but that's okay. I don't know that they were expected to.
You were hoping.
I don't know who's going to return punts come week one, but...
Is Keyshawn Nixon going to return punts? Jaden Reed's hurt right now. Don't put Matthew Golden back
Reed's on the 53, so he is not on IR or the PUP list.
Well, that just means he's for sure not going to miss the first
maybe
4 weeks.
Savion Williams.
He's hurt too. He's got concussed.
He's also on the 53.
But maybe he is electric.
They got 2 weeks. So I that's one question I don't know the answer to. But all in all, I think he's a fine GM. I wouldn't sit here and say, to Brad's point, he's Brett Veach or Howie Roseman. He hasn't, constructed a trade where we go, holy crap, how'd he pull that off? Or a draft pick where he goes, wow, he really out-evaluated and outsmarted every other GM. This will be the first year since 2018, debatably, that the first-round pick is going to have an immediate impact. I think Jair Alexander's really the only one. I mean,
Are you
Savage
serious?
played, Gary played, Quay Walker played.
Well, so they played. They just didn't. Yeah,
They're not impact players.
Yeah, okay.
They weren't
played.
huge impact players. And just a real quick side note, as the Packers have officially released their 53, only 4 linebackers on this roster. Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper, Isaiah McDuffie, and Tyron Hopper are the only linebackers to make the roster. It was looking like Iola native Christian Welch was a shoo-in, but he was also released by the team. So only 4 linebackers, 11 defensive backs kept by the Packers on their initial.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh. Usually you probably
Bo Melton's one of them, right?
Oh, wait.
Is, yeah.
Oh, 11 defensive backs, not corners.
Yeah.
Defensive
6
back,
corners.
Which,
6 corners, 5 safeties.
Yeah. Did they end up keeping Brown then?
He's on injury reserve.
So
Brown.
Who's the 5th one they kept?
Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, Javon Bullard, Zane Anderson, Catano, Ladapo.
They had him last year as well.
And then the corners were Nate Hobbs, Keyshawn Nixon, Carrington Valentine, Bo Melton, Kamal Haddon, and Micah Robinson, this year's 7th-round pick.
Is Bo Melton actually going to get reps in a game?
Yes.
That is wild.
Only if you have injury. Only if you have injury.
Because what they showed a little bit in preseason and even last year was they're comfortable with putting. We're going to get nerdy for a second here, Brad.
Come on, get nerdy. Let's hear it. All those who love the X's and O's.
Javon Bullard in the slot.
Yeah,
is what we'll see quite a bit of.
Yeah, he's too good to be on the sideline.
And he's a guy who they kind of played all over the field last year, whether that be like a safety / linebacker position, and then obviously in the slot. Corner position, so he can kind of play all over the field. So I would imagine what you will see a lot of is 5 defensive backs on the field. Mm-hmm. 2 of those are corners, 3 of those are safeties. Yeah. But one of those safeties is technically playing corner and Javon Bullard.
He has to be better in the slot. That's why Nate Hobbs is such a good ad, and Carrington Valentine getting better is fantastic because I'd rather have Nate Hobbs than Javon Bullard in the slot because I think he's just better. But Javon, maybe he'll take
slot.
Yeah, maybe he'll take the next step as we.
Javon Bullard's a physical football player, so.
Very physical.
And that's the thing, hitter. Right? Like where I say we got to get rid of this youth movement excuse is you're going to see a lot of second-year players, but those are guys who won 11 games and saw a lot of time last year and played in a playoff game.
That's
Javon
true.
Bullard and Evan Williams, both safeties. I think those guys come to mind right away. Edgerrin Cooper, of course, at linebacker, who's going to be one of their top, if not their top linebacker this year, is one of those guys. So, we need some natural progression, but also this opportunity is not just gifted to you. These are guys that showed in their rookie year they can play on an NFL field and they belong there. And hopefully year 2 in a system, year 2 in the league, they can get a little bit more comfortable and wreak a little bit more havoc.
I know one thing. Jordan Morgan better find his way onto the football field.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you get to
second year as a first-round draft pick.
He going to be a damn redshirt sophomore next year because he redshirted 1 year. basically with being hurt last year. And he redshirt freshman this year. And then if he don't play this year, you get talking about a third-year guy. You get 3 years.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, they played him, and obviously there were some injuries, but they played him at guard in that final preseason game.
Yeah, listen.
And maybe his
might be out of necessity.
versatility might have worked his demise. I would imagine Rasheed Walker's going to be the starting left tackle.
I personally believe, I mean, I'm going to be probably proven wrong next season, but I believe I like him at the guard position. I like the athletic ability. I feel like he struggles sometimes against the pass rush.
Yeah.
But what do I know? 800-990-3776. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and that is the Carbless Talking Text line where less is more. Come on, y'all. Keep chatting it up on YouTube. KBN Nation's on YouTube. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Make sure y'all give us a like. Make sure y'all give us a subscribe as our boy Strofe waves at folks. What's happening?
Robust conversation on YouTube today.
Dude,
we see you chiming in.
I love. By the way,
a lot of the nerds in there, and I love it.
While we're getting nerdy, I love seeing the comment from Dustin. Does Bo Melton equal Jarrett Bush? The answer is yes.
That's
He does
so
equal.
good.
He's an amazing gunner, probably the best they've had since Jarrett Bush, who I think his last year on the team was 2014. The guy is a special team stud. That's why they did what they did in the offseason to switch his position, find a spot for him.
I mean, hell, he could have kept on a recper.
And he's going to be a depth corner. No, because you have too many receivers in that room, and I don't think you can justify it. You kept 6 of them, and then you have Watson on pop.
Dude, is Bo Melton the Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter? Will we see him play
after?
Will we see him play snaps at corner and snaps, even just one?
He didn't
at
even
wide
play
receiver
in the preseason when they were decimated at that position.
So what if there's 2 injuries at wide receiver? You don't think he's wide receiver 4 in a game?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Brad. No, I do believe. They'll
put him in there. He knows the playbook.
Knowing the Green Bay Packers, they like to be cheap. I'm a cheap guy. You always
put him in there.
You always, if the Green Bay Packers had, so say the guys who are hurt, Savion Williams, Tay Wicks, and Jaden Reed, right? All of a sudden we go into week 1, and all those guys are hurt, not practicing.
I'm saying like
at
the
all.
Game starts and Golden.
Shut up. Listen, are you ready for Wheeler Strofe?
If you want to go to Wheeler Strofe, we can go to Wheeler Strofe.
Well, so that means what you didn't have to do your show today. So what were you doing today? Because I know you went to go get your BOGO. So what?
I went to go get my BOGO,
which I'm getting after. I haven't eaten lunch today, so KBN Nation, I'm doing it for y'all.
No wonder you're cranky.
Am I cranky, Brad?
You're a little cranky. You lashed out at me twice this segment.
Wait.
You lashed out at me twice this segment.
Wait, what did I lash out to you?
Well, you just said you didn't have to do your show today. What were you up to? I was tracking the 53-man roster and figuring out where Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got engaged.
Have you figured out where that was?
Beautiful garden. Can't figure it out. Although I think it may be the same place the photo shoot for my favorite album of hers, Lover, occurred. I think it may be the same garden. Not sure where it happened, though, to answer that question. The second one was you brought up the Twitter sphere and the Packers Pro Shop. I don't know what that was about.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? That wasn't being mean to you.
That was a lash out.
No, it wasn't a lash out. That was me just saying everybody loves Alex Strofe. Everybody else here is trash. Brad included. Brad, you're trash.
I'm trash.
That was lash out at Brad.
No, that's not what I said. I love me some Brad Nortman. I love some Bradley Nortman. I definitely love me some Bradley Nortman. But who else I love is Universal Windows Direct. And listen, KBN Nation, if you are looking to upgrade your windows, I have the perfect solution for you. It is Universal Windows Direct. And this is what I love about them. See, they have this great energy efficient windows that are built to perform. They have this super spacer technology, which helps keep the hot air out, the cool air in, and your home feeling consistently comfortable. And let's be real, staying cool while spending less, that's the summer win for us all. And you know I love a good deal, and they have a great deal. You can get the same deal I got. You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. Yes, buy 2, get 2. If you buy 8 windows, you get 4 of those windows free. So go ahead and work with my friends at Universal Windows Direct by simply calling them today at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate. You make a call today, they'll be there within 48 hours. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Jamie Shea hooked me up. Or simply go to universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule that free in-home estimate. KBN Nation, trust me. You're going to love your windows. And also remember, you get no interest for 5 whole years. And once they tell you get no interest for 5 whole years, you'll be saying what I say. I love my Universal Windows Direct. We have more coming up next here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Brust and Nortman.
And I'm like, you know what? Lola the Bunny was kind of strapped.
Okay, here's as far as I'm... All I'll be able to say is I get why Bugs was so love-drunk over Lola. I get it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Big troubles in Waukesha County. Westbound 94, we've got a vehicle fire. They have put it out, but we got the 2 left lanes blocked right now. So everybody is bottlenecking into that far right lane. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a bit of a mess. We've got backups pretty much all the way back past Barker Road. On the eastbound side, everybody's slowing down as well. The left lane is blocked right there as they're trying to do the cleanup. So we're seeing delays from before Highway 16 past Highway 164 as well. More delays eastbound 94 from the Zoo all the way through to about 27th. Westbound is going to be backed up out of the Marquette towards Mitchell Boulevard. And then southbound 43, a heavy ride from just before Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette down to the KK River Crossing. Traffic is brought to you by Dick & Trout Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Join a winning positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickandtrout.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, clear and cool, low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance of showers and storms later on, a high of 76. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at accutransgroup.com.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trout Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trout offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrout.com. Dick & Trout Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrout.com.
Catholic Memorial Football.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders host Sun Prairie West this Thursday night on ESPN Milwaukee.
Stacking, it's complete to Dustin Rhodes.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreak is gonna break, 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 break. And the break is gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake.
Oh, I can't shake off Taylor Swift today because she's engaged to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce Swift? That is new name?
Sell jerseys.
They're engaged. Is your last name your baby girl's last name now?
Hell no,
Kyle,
never
baby
be. Never be. She taking my last
Kyle
name.
Wallace girl.
Never that. Her dad would be like, "What in the world are y'all doing?" He ain't.
You're referring to Mr. Baby Girl?
Mr. Baby Girl.
Yeah, y'all met Mr. Baby Girl, or at least Brad did.
I met Mr. Baby Girl.
I met Mr. Baby Girl.
Mr. Baby Girl don't play that.
Yeah.
He said, "You're a Wallace now, baby girl."
Gentleman and quite stern. I'd imagine he didn't. He raised Baby Girl.
He did raise Baby Girl. He raised a good one.
Are you inferring that, or not inferring? Whatever. Are you insinuating? There's the word I was looking for. That Baby Girl is stern.
She's got standards.
Yeah.
Baby Girl's got standards.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro. Very kind of Kyle to leave me absolutely no time to do this segment, so here we go.
Good spin. That wheel's getting loose. He just keeps on spinning.
Does get loose. Only topic for you today. We do have some news out of the NFL. I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth.
What is that?
Former Wisconsin quarterback Graham Mertz.
He made a roster.
Has made the initial 53-man roster for the Houston Texans.
Come on.
The Texans are going to suck. They must carry 3 quarterbacks. They got to. They're carrying 3 quarterbacks, right?
Let me look.
They got to carry 3.
That is. They need to make a movie on that, a documentary. How is that possible? At what point outside of that first game against Illinois, at what point of watching Graham Mertz at Wisconsin did you say to yourself, that man's going to play in the NFL?
Listen, I kept hoping. I said, well, he played well the first game. Well, listen, he lost me a game against Penn State, his last season or when Paul Chris got fired one of those years. And he threw the ball. He had the receiver wide open, kid from Waukesha North.
3 quarterbacks, Davis Mills, C.J. Stroud, and Graham Mertz.
They thought somebody was going to snatch him up. That's why they kept him. He'll be on the practice squad at some point.
Stunning.
When he missed a wide receiver, DK, Chimere DK. And he missed him wide open, which would have probably won the game for the Badgers. I was like, oh, he sucks. He sucks.
That's NFL quarterback Graham Mertz.
Crazy.
More power to you, Graham.
Yeah.
The Kansas Cannon has landed in H-Town in Houston.
I was amazed when he went to Florida and was going to get playing time over DJ Langway. Right? Langway?
Yeah, he did.
And he's a stud.
You guys are really spitting it out.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It is crazy. I thought Graham Mertz would never find a way in the NFL, and somehow the Badgers had an NFL quarterback on their roster, and we were not good.
Think about that. The NFL quarterbacks the Badgers have had that made a roster, all of Russell Wilson and Graham Mertz. Did Darrell Bevell play for a year?
I think he did. Brooks Bollinger, I feel like, made a roster.
Brooks Bollinger, backup. Scott Tolzien. Scott Tolzien.
Yeah.
And now Graham Mertz is a part of that esteemed list.
Wow.
Esteemed.
Tolzien, one of few Wisconsin quarterbacks, or really one of few quarterbacks to throw a touchdown for the Packers since 1993. Like one of 8.
That's truly crazy.
It is truly crazy. But what's
Love me from Scotty T.
What's not crazy is my love for Citizens Bank. And listen, buying a home is one of the biggest moves you will ever make. And if you're thinking about making a move like that, I have a team for you at Citizens Bank because they know exactly what they're doing and they actually care. That's why if you're ready for it, you should go with my friends at Citizens Bank from pre-approval to closing. Even after you'll get your keys, they are with you every step of the way. There's no runaround whatsoever. So wondering about it, just make a call. There's no last-minute surprises with them. So make sure if you're looking to buy a home or you're looking for a new bank, you can do it with Citizens Bank. When you're buying, refinancing, or just starting your dreams, check out citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank because that's banking where you belong, and they are our equal housing lender at Citizens Bank. Coming up next, we'll be joined by John Anderson right here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
That is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a team to
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Is acceptable? Unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Unaccessible.
Wait, what?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more. Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hi, this is Mike and Michelle Grau from Professional Construction, Inc., also known as PCI.
You may know Milwaukee's pitcher, The Miz.
Yeah! And just like that player's nickname, PCI is short for Professional Construction, Inc.
One name, one team, one trusted local construction company.
Whether you call us PCI or Professional Construction, Inc., we're here to build or remodel your dream home.
PCI, for all your construction needs. Visit us at professionalconstructioninc.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When you hear that fight music, you know what that means. That means we're being joined by Professor J.A. or Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. What's happening, John?
How are you, my brother?
I'm doing good. Wait a minute. You know who's back? He wasn't here the last 2 weeks. Brad Nortman was gone because he was having surgery on his vocal cords. He had polyps on his vocal cords. Now, do you remember him having a raspier voice the last time you talked to him? God, talking like this.
Listen, I think that's an old punter's ailment that gets overlooked a lot. People don't realize that. You know, they think about hamstrings or quads. They don't realize that every once in a while you get vocal cords because you spend a lot of time on the sideline shouting at people, exhorting them to do better.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have to get involved in the game. So,
Yeah.
You know, I'm good that you're here and feeling good.
Yeah, John, cheering on my team from the sidelines, that is one of the many jobs of the NFL punter. Now, don't tell me that you're like Homer, that when you hear my voice, you say, I don't hear a difference. Don't tell me you're like that.
No, actually, I'm thinking you'll be great now as a late night, romantic R&B DJ.
Oh,
that would be,
that's silky smooth.
Like I think you could make a living now introducing Barry White songs.
Did your voice therapist, did she tell you had a silky smooth voice? You keep saying this as if somebody told you.
No, that's like how Strofe dubbed himself MVP of Ben Brust's wedding. I am dubbing my current voice as silky smooth, as opposed to gravelly, as Mark Tauscher said before and earlier in the program today.
Well, I tell you, just let's start at 1-900 number, and you call at 2 a.m. and you just go, "What are you wearing?"
Oh,
and
wow.
We'll see how that goes over, and then we'll know.
I always wanted to do that.
A side gig.
I always wanted to do that. To be let's be honest. As a young kid, seeing the commercials, it was tempting. I was tempted. I was very tempted to do it, but they got the landline. Hell yeah, I was a sucker.
That's until Mama Wallace saw that phone bill.
I always love women, so they told me to make a call. I was like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, 1-800. What?
Right. Yeah, like give me a line. Go like, no, ma'am, I'm the replacement pool boy, and just see how that sounds.
Say, Brad.
No, ma'am, I'm the replacement pool boy.
Oh, come on now.
The call line's going to be lining up. KBN Nation.
Hot and heavy here on KBN. Hey.
You know what you were looking for when you called in.
John
KBN.
Wow, that's crazy. John Anderson.
Look at this.
We got to get to some real stuff, or maybe
that was real.
Do we? Yeah. Well, okay, John. Where are you at on this Taylor Swift stuff, man? Do you care about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
He's in Missouri.
I mean, is that like all the talk of the town? All the kids are talking about it on campus as they get ready to go back to school.
So, well, listen to Banksville. Remember, I'm in the heart of cheese country, so this is very much a topic. I will tell you this: I got a text back from my daughter that said, "Dad, quit being a hater," because I texted her. I said, "This is going to be the greatest breakup album ever."
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
I give it 5 years, John. 5 years before they get divorced. Yeah!
I told her it's a long way to the altar. So I don't even know there. But all I know is I feel like we are headed for the greatest breakup album ever.
That's great.
I don't trust the guy.
I love me some John Anderson, Brad.
I mean, yeah, John, my take is I think Travis Kelce.
Wait a minute. You don't trust him?
No.
Excuse me?
No.
Wait. Yeah, he's a knucklehead. He's a knucklehead.
Him is not the issue.
You think it's her?
Yes, he is.
Of course. Michael J. Fox told his kid to have nothing to do with her.
Whoa!
Wait. Hold on. Fill in some
because
details.
He knew that she would just break up and it was all about some song.
We're talking about Marty McFly?
Is Michael J. Fox the one with the disability?
What?
Is he the sick one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where does his son come into play?
His son was going to date Taylor Swift?
Yes, there was. She was interested in him or something. I don't know what it was, and he said no. And then he had to kind of go back on it and say, "I'm sorry, I said that," but he didn't deny. Yeah. Wow. Anybody who goes with her, what happens?
Wow.
What happens every time?
Yeah, until Travis. Until the right one came along.
I'm in the same breath with J.A.
Okay, he's right. In 2013, Michael J. Fox made a joke at the Golden Globes that he wouldn't want his son Sam to date Taylor Swift. Wow.
I don't think Sam had a chance with Taylor Swift.
Here's all I'm going to tell you is I tell my daughters, right? Every guy is a knucklehead until you're at least 25, and that's if you find a good one. Most of us are like 28. We can even have that number start with a 3. I think Travis Kelce is still a knucklehead, and so he's going to go do something stupid.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think he's the one that's.
What? Isn't she responsible to know this?
Yeah, but she's on. But
she's blinded by that swag.
So that absolves the knucklehead. So that absolves the knucklehead. Hey, you should have known better. I'm a knucklehead.
No, when she adds knucklehead after weird relationship, all that go bad, I think we see a consistency, and it doesn't involve him.
Well, it is pretty remarkable because he had a reality dating show, and she has went through many different dating men.
So we've spent way too much time on this already.
That's true.
You just asked one. We don't need to occupy your. This is a lot of stuff that we're not getting this time back in our lives or those brain cells.
In 10 seconds, J.A., how do you feel about this Packers roster after they cut down to 53?
I think the guys they cut, with the most part, are guys that you were expected that weren't going to make difference makers. I think the team that you have is the team you would have probably gotten of the 53 guys, you probably would have gotten 48 or 49 when they first started riding their bikes down to the Oneida Street practice field. So I think all the concerns you have are the same concerns now. I don't think there's anybody there that kind of totally flipped. You're like, oh, now we've got